Bubba the Love Sponge.
Roger. Brace for auditory impact. 10 seconds there. 1, 2, record on my count.
May I have your attention, please? The BRN is relocating to new studios this week, so this is what we call the best of Bubba.
We're ready to go into fast time if you are.
For all you counter-programmers out there, we know this is recycled material, some or all of which you may not approve. Do us all a favor and save your emails and chat cancer comments. They will just be filed in the Go F*** Yourself department.
Doing a real good show up there, and I think we're proving our point, old buddy.
Thanks for your attention to this matter.
Broadcast rights for the Bubba the Love Sponge show have been granted to this station by the Bubba Radio Network and is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this production without the express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
Seth Kushner walks in here today like he did 4 key bumps in the car before he got here. Shot out of an absolute cannon. And he raises this coffee-like drink and says, "Spongio, ask me about my coffee." So, Seth, what say you about said coffee?
Listen to this. So I just, I've been doing energy drinks for a while, bucked up Celsius, whatever, pays the bills. And I used to be a big coffee guy. And so for today, I just said, I want to get some coffee. And so I was very pressed for time, but
not really, because I told you, you only needed to come in at 1 or 2, or I told you, don't worry about your standard 20 to 15 minute before 6. You could get here at 3 till I wouldn't care. We had that conversation yesterday.
Yeah, we did, but I was being very casual about that 3 minutes. So that 3 minutes could have turned into being 5 minutes late. So I was stepping on it. So I was going to Starbucks, and then there's this place by my house called Scooters. It's a new coffee place. I think it's like a chain, but it's the only one that's in this area right now.
Right. They just opened one over in Tampa, too.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so they got 2 locations.
Yeah. So they're super nice. So I saw it had the open sign, and I was like, I love Scooters. So I was like, all right, boom.
Now, have you been to Scooters before?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, just on the weekends, just getting a little coffee on the weekends,
but not at 4 at 5:30 in the morning.
No. I normally just grab a Celsius or something out of the fridge and just come straight to work. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna go get my oat milk latte. And so I pull up, and then the lady looks at me and she's like, "Oh, we're not open." And I go, "Oh, geez, okay." And she said, "But I'll make you whatever you want." And I said, "No, get out of here." And she said, "No, I will." And so
that's nice.
Yeah. So I told her what I wanted, and then she came back, and then I tried to pay her. She wouldn't let me pay her.
Hold on. She wouldn't. Not only did she open the joint up for you when they weren't open, but she VIP'd you.
She VIP'd me. Yeah. I don't know if their computers were on or what, because she was kind of writing my order down, but I just asked what time she was going to be there, and she seemed hesitant to tell me because I thought maybe she thought I was going to be like a lurker and try to kidnap her.
She thought you were going to be there every day at that same time to get her free one.
I just wanted.
She thought that you had a workaround and that you would listen. If I get her every day and she's not open, I've established a relationship with her, and she'll just sling me an oat milk latte for free.
Yeah. So I wanted I just sent Phoebe a text and just said if she could swing by there today and pay them because I won't be able to get over there until
now.
After
Is that
she
right?
leaves.
Is this place right on your way to work?
It's close.
It's not a big 10-minute deviation.
No. I don't have any big time deviations in my morning. Everything's got to be very, very close together, or I can't do it because I actually don't think I got out of bed until 5:21 today.
But is that why you have so much energy? Because you usually are in the energy drink deal, and the coffee bean and the caffeine that you get via coffee, I think is a different type.
Oh, it's different, baby. I used to be doing 3 or 4 shots a day. I was all about espresso. Then I switched to energy drinks, and now I'm back on espresso. And if I'm going to be feeling like this every single day,
you're on it.
Feeling good, feeling on top of the world, feeling probably like how cocaine makes you feel, I'm all in, man.
Have you tried Cuban coffee?
Isn't that maybe kind of more like straight cocaine?
No, they're it's real. They come. When I was with Jimmy Clevis in Costa Rica. I think that they have. Steve, do they have Cuban coffee?
And like that, it's very strong. Yes.
And it comes in teeny tiny little. Is it espresso? Yes, I think it's espresso, and it comes like in a size like something like a Barbie mug.
Like a little Dixie cup kind of deal.
You hold it like this.
Yeah.
You hold it like this, and it's just maybe a sip or two.
You should see how I think it's the Italian team in the World Baseball Classic, Bubba. Whenever they hit a home run or something, they do a shot of espresso in the dugout.
Yeah.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
They have their own machine in there.
They got an espresso machine right down there in the dugout.
Yes.
Fantastic. Well, anyway, welcome to Tuesday, March 10th, 2026. Dan can't be here. He's got a surgery. I think Jay's involved in something. So Steve, and I don't think Steve's ever done this before. Steve usually is a fill-in guy for when Jay's not going to be here. But Steve, the middle Diaco, said he was going to come in and do the whole four. But neither one of your brothers do the whole four. So so Steve, you got to get a hold of me later today about 2:00. Text me at 2 and let me know how you're feeling. Because you will hit a wall at about 1 or 2 o'clock where you're just like, oh my God, oh.
Well, I mean, that's you. I mean, you host. This is completely different. I mean, Steve might be able to hopscotch through the day after this.
But he has to stay sharp and ready to go at all times. So just being ready and being mentally prepared to double dutch in at a moment's notice is still exhausting.
He did say that he's a fisherman, so he's used to this.
Yeah, I said, Steve, how you like getting up this early? He goes, well, I'm a fisherman and a surfer. And I go, yeah, you do those things about 3 times a month.
Not even.
Yeah, exactly. Did you let me the lead singer for Boston? I'd play their couple of their hits if we wouldn't get copyright strike.
What's their big one? I always get them in Chicago.
More than a feeling. More than a feeling.
They had a few, though, right?
I see my Marianne walking away. Oh, Boston had
tons of hits.
Yeah, they had tons of hits.
Are they Rock and Roll Hall of Fame worthy?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. I don't know when the last hit they had. It might have been, 89.
We haven't been looking for anything new. Don't worry.
But the rock, hard rock. I don't even know that Boston was hard rock. It was more kind of like, I don't know.
Yacht rock?
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, more yacht rock. Hard rock legend and lead singer from Boston, Tommy DiCarlo, has died with a brief battle of brain cancer.
Oh.
Let me ask you a question. How do you know when you have brain cancer? Do you start getting headaches and migraines and things like that?
Well, remember Pedro... He found out he had brain cancer. He was walking out to his car, and I think he said he had a seizure or passed out. And
maybe a lot of times in a brain seizure type deal, you'll have maybe an aneurysm or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Uncle Nick died of my dad's identical twin died of brain cancer.
He did.
Yes.
But was it did it just hit? It was my understanding that Nick knew for a while. Well, he lived with it for a couple of years, didn't he?
He had the surgery and lived another year, but he was never the same.
And he was a heart surgeon, was he not?
Yes, and he was performing those surgeries up until he was diagnosed. But he did have some symptoms, like he wet his pants on the golf course. He couldn't get out of a sand trap. He was missing important things that he would normally...
Almost like his equilibrium was off a little bit?
Yes, and then he was always early to everything, and he'd forget his daughter's birthday party and things like that started happening.
Now, did your dad fly when he was diagnosed or going through the process? Did your dad fly out there?
Yes.
Your dad being a general surgeon and, kind of having a general knowledge of everything, kind of like Dan, he kind of knows a little bit about everything.
Right, and my daughter was at University of Southern California, USC.
Bella.
And so I was out there a lot with my dad when we got the diagnosis, when they did the surgery, his recovery. Now, it was horrible.
When they do the surgery, and I'm not trying to get, too descriptive to upset you, but when they do the surgery... Is brain cancer sometimes isolated to a part of the brain, and if they catch it early and they just remove the troublesome part, or how does that go?
Yes, and his was contained, but it was large. It was the size of a plum. And so when they took it out, they took a lot of his frontal lobe brain material too.
They have to take margins too, don't they? They can't just take just they have to take like a 32nd or an eighth of an inch further, so in case it had spread that they hadn't gotten it, right?
Right, but that's one of those cancers like pancreatic cancer that such a small number of people survive it. So he really had no chance.
When they go in for brain cancer and they remove the cancer, they really don't know what part of the motor skill or memory, or they don't know what part of the brain does what necessarily. So, the skill set that he lost or that he forgot, or did he after the surgery, was there something significantly differently about him? Like he couldn't remember, like when they do brain surgery, what I'm trying to say is like, I don't know that they know what skill set they're taking out or removing.
Right. Well, and different parts of your brain, they definitely know what they do. And so in his case, it was the frontal lobe. And so, he recognized us. He was there, but he was just dumbed down version and just really never regained his old self. It was really sad. In hindsight, we shouldn't even done the surgery because he was totally with it before. Afterwards, he was never the same and just spiraled. For a year, he suffered like that, and
he may have just died naturally in a year anyway, and not having to go. I mean, brain surgery is about as aggressive as you get, isn't it?
It is.
With regard, I mean, they even have heart surgery down to a T where they can put a stent in and go through. Like, I mean, it used to be like if you would get I just know somebody recently that got a pacemaker, and it's not even a big deal. Like, remember back in the day, if you'd hear somebody was getting a pacemaker, it was like a big deal.
Oh, yeah, 7 hours.
Now it's like an outpatient procedure, and I think
that's true.
Of all the body parts that surgery has progressed and gotten better and simpler and not as shocking, I think heart surgery they may have made more advances in technology on heart surgery, with stents and, and valves and things like that, then I'm not saying heart surgery is not a big deal, but I don't think it's as big a deal. I think they've lessened the shocking effect of heart. Back in the day, if you'd have open heart surgery, I mean, it was a big deal. I still think it's a big deal. I think there's probably, we don't have obviously Dan here to tell us, but there's probably different sections or different types of heart surgeries that you get, open heart, getting a stent, so forth and so on.
Well, it's definitely the heart they've really kind of mastered, and the brain is still a work in progress.
I don't think they'll ever master the brain because it's all about electrodes and neurons and nerves, whereas the heart's just a mechanical pump. Really, if you think about it, right?
Yep.
It's just a pump, and you can fix a pump, but you can't. It's like this. Your heart is like your right rear tire on your car.
Yep.
You can fix that, no problem. But if your main computer board in your car goes out, that's a big deal. They can't. That's usually a big deal when your main computer board goes out. So
you're screwed.
I think the electric aspect of your brain, I don't know that they'll ever be able to have efficient brain surgery like they have efficiently made every surgery now. So anyway, the guy from Boston died of 6 months after receiving his diagnosis of brain cancer. He died. So that pretty much sucks. His family confirmed his death on social media. It's with heavy hearts that we shared the passing of our dad, Tommy DiCarlo, on Monday, March 9th. After being diagnosed with brain cancer last September, he fought with incredible strength and courage. Now, it's my understanding that Pedro has, and I'm not trying to be a dick or nothing, but his brain cancer is pretty aggressive and pretty severe.
Yes. Yeah, I think he said they keep telling him 6 months.
Yeah, they keep telling him 6 months. 6 months ago.
Yes.
During this difficult time, we kindly ask our friends and fans to respect our family's privacy as we grieve and support. Now, hold on. Can you look up how many total records Boston has sold? Because they set up a GoFundMe account.
Oh.
A GoFundMe account has been set up for the family's medical bills. Well, how many more medical bills are you going to have? I mean, like, the guy's dead.
I don't know. James Vanderbeek had one when he passed.
I saw that. It's weird, right?
Yeah, there was
Said 50 million albums worldwide.
Jeez, you shouldn't need a dime.
No. But then again, I'm not one that I'm Johnny Blue at all too. So me and Steve used to have a plane together, and
we did.
Steve could still afford one. I could not.
Not really.
He could still be a partner.
But the medical bills and the care and everything like that, that'll drain your funds pretty quickly.
Yeah, I mean, if you pay them, or you just, I don't think they.
What are you going to do? Just charge you $15 a month?
Yeah, just go to the hospital and say, I'm going to send you $27 a month.
When you die, does your family have to pay the medical bills, or is it over?
I don't know, Steve. When you die, and if you're in the hospital and you racked up all these medical bills because either you didn't have good insurance or you maxed out your insurance, is your family responsible for the bills, or the guy that died did, and he's not here anymore?
Well, the guy that did is responsible for him, but if he has an estate, if he has savings, if he has money, they'll come and get it. You'll have to negotiate
But isn't there various kind of different, like, irrevocable trusts and things like that where rich people can put their money that's not touchable to
Yes.
like the hospital can't touch it?
Correct. And that avoids an estate. That's correct.
Yeah.
It said he was worth $3 million.
That's it?
Yeah, and it looks like
pathetic.
They could have done a stadium tour last year and made that.
Well, it looks like the original member guitarist, who's the songwriter, is worth $100 million.
Oh, he's the one that wrote all the songs.
Songwriter,
Yes.
yeah.
Wow.
He has all the publishing rights, and the DiCarlo guy was just the lead singer. Lummy. So yesterday, Bob Cook. Remember, Tease took all the flooring that is gone.
Yeah.
And to the new studios, and Bob Cook laid. I think Bob Cook got most. I think the flooring is going to be done after today. The entire flooring for the entire studio.
Oh, nice.
I want to come out and check it out. I want to see it when you're ready.
Yeah,
When you're ready.
yeah.
It's exciting. So the word's out.
Well, no, it's not. We're keeping the word in.
Yeah.
Keeping the word in. We're just to keep. We're
Still
Just the flooring.
Still K5.
All we're saying is just we have a new studio.
Yeah.
That's it. Not where it's at. Not anything else. Just
Okay.
boom, we got a new studio.
I know nothing.
Yeah. Well, sometimes knowing nothing gets us in trouble because we don't get you up to speed on what we're kayfabing, and then you just blow it out, think you're being a nice guy, and it ends up being a problem.
But I did nothing wrong this time.
No, nothing. No. Just,
Good. Okay.
I'd like to
jeez.
go out and see it. It's not a problem for us. It does not disclose the location.
Good. I don't want to blow up my first 15 minutes.
Well, yeah. So, and Macho Man, Bob Cook was brilliant in the fact that let me listen to this. He's taken the flooring and he's flipping it and using the part that never got walked, because there's a lot of wear on this rubberized flooring, but it's very much reusable. It's unbelievable for sound dampening. So he's flipping it. First of all, he's taking it outside and he's washing it with soap and water.
Nice.
Then he has his little leaf blower and he dries it, and then he goes and puts it in place. Now, it's my understanding that his friend Greg, who is a multimillionaire and doesn't need to work, but is Bob's friend, is coming to help Bob today.
Oh, good.
To finish up the flooring. So, and at that point, I think the Macho Man, I think your TVs get delivered Saturday. But you can't. I think you have to be there to install those. Do you not?
I believe Red and I are going to do that.
Yeah. What I'm saying is, like, those things need to be. You need to have a hand in that because you have a vision on how these things are going to look. And I wouldn't want. I'd at least want you there.
Absolutely, yeah. There's a specific way we're going to do it, so it's kind of harder.
This is Oprah, and they're saying that she's got Ozempic face or
Ozempic head?
I don't know, but man, she looks like almost. Aren't there some countries where people have bigger heads or something, and they talk it like and clicks and things?
That's in Africa.
And she looks. How old? Hold on. Hey Alexa. Good morning. Good morning, Alexa.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Jesus, this is how kind of date it is. Hey, Alexa, how old is Oprah Winfrey?
Oprah Winfrey is 72 years old.
Wow.
All right, so she's 72. She looks good.
Black don't crack.
She's worth about $3 billion.
She looks good, but she looks good, but she looks like she's kind of shuffling around here. Like, well, look. short little steps. Was that Gail behind her?
Yeah,
of course.
of course.
Gail's there ready to get.
Get busy.
She looks like she doesn't have any idea where she's going, and her handler had to kind of go in there and tell her what's going on. Like, she looks completely oblivious. Look. All right, you need to go to the left here, and then, by the way, you need to go to the left here, and Gail's behind you.
Would you still?
Would I?
Yeah.
I mean, I would, just because I like to say, like, hey, I blasted Oprah.
Oprah? Really?
Yeah, well,
72.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I could.
That's
Be a hell of a party. It'd be a hell of a party starter, though. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, if I was with Jimmy Clevis, I could actually one up Jimmy on something. Be like, hey, Jimmy, I was with Oprah, buddy. Hi, who's this?
Hey, Bubba, Sam. Listen, my wife passed and left me $1.3 million hospital bill, and thank goodness for a good lawyer, got down to $36,000. But yes, you are responsible for your loved one's bills.
Really, she left you with $1 million? That is a hell of a lawyer. Now on the 36, can you tell them?
No, $500,000.
Oh, she left you with
$3.
All right, $500,000 in medical bills, and you got you a fancy attorney and got it down to $36,000. Now on the 36, can you tell them, hey, I'm going to pay you, $44 a month?
No, I just I had the money and paid it off. I didn't want them attacking my house. It was paid for.
I don't know that they can. Steve, can they put a lien on your? Can a hospital put a lien on your home?
Not yours, but if it was hers too, it was her name too. Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, how much? Well, hold on. Let me ask you this. So, old girl left you with a $500,000 bill. You got it whittled down to 36. But how much did she leave you, like in equity in a home or in a life insurance policy or anything like that?
Oh no, we came out good. I mean, bottom line, when we combined the whole estate, and it came out to 1.75. Now I've got maybe $20 in the bank, but my daughter's set for life.
Hold on, you got 1.75. I'm assuming that you might have some siblings because you said we. So you and your who's all when you say we? Who had to?
No, just me. But I left it to my two. I gave all my daughters the money. I paid off everything my wife and I owed. And
I mean,
because I'll spend.
How old are you? How old are you?
66.
Man, you got 20 good years left in you, man. Take that money and have some fun.
Our Venmo, PayPal, Cash App's empty.
Yeah.
Fill it up.
No.
Venmo, PayPal, Cash App at the Bubba Army, man. No, I mean, sir, I'd be out there buying me a brand. So what did you after death taxes and all the sort of things you got to pay? What did you end up putting in your pocket clean?
Me, I put $250,000 and gave my two daughters $1.1 million.
Man, I would have done the complete opposite of that. I would have given each daughter
My lawyer told me to, but I knew I'd spend it.
Yeah, of course you're going to spend it, and you're going to have fun doing it. And at $250, and giving each daughter $250, that's setting them up for whenever they need it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're probably not even coming around either.
But the deal is that I don't go to a nursing home. They had to put me in the mother-in-law suite if anything happens.
Yeah,
so
well,
that's like a good
that's
insurance.
what.
Yeah, wait till
You
you
have
start
that in writing?
Wait till you start slobbering, buddy.
Yeah. Let's see how that
When you
goes.
start pooping your pants, and they got to clean that up every day. You're going right to the nursing home,
That's
kid.
right.
Now, one of the good things about the plan, and probably why the lawyer did that, is he's getting older. Now, if he falls out, he can get Medicare, Medicaid.
Oh, but if he had all that money.
They're going to take all that money. The daughters will get nothing if he had a medical problem. Yes.
There you go.
Bingo.
All right, buddy. I appreciate it. Thanks. Hey, don't forget your favorite radio show now. Come on.
Hey.
Send us some love.
Appreciate you. Let me, in all my 40-year career, which will be 40 years in just 3 weeks.
Unbelievable.
I have never been left any money. You think about all the millions of people that I've touched. I've never been in any person's will with regards that was a listener of the show ever.
Well, I mean, why would you?
Why would you be?
Why would you be? Why would some?
Maybe there's some, multi-zillionaire that we were his favorite show and he didn't have a lot of family and he's like, I just want to leave Bubba $100,000. I'm just saying, I'm throwing it out there.
There's a possibility maybe somebody now might have you written in their will for, long down the road. But
as I get a little longer, as they get older and I get older, chances are I'll die before they do, and it would have gone for naught.
Yeah, you've been talking a lot about how you're going to divide your assets up on the air lately. I don't know why death seems imminent in your world, but
look at me. Hello, who's this?
Your blood
Good
works
morning,
fine.
Bubba. Scott from Delaware.
Hi, Scott.
Hey, bud. Hey, circling back to that cat from Boston, he wasn't the original singer. The guy, Brad Delp, was the original singer who was on all those albums. That's why that guy didn't have
so
as
that
much
guy,
money.
that guy that died is just the latest singer. He wasn't the original one during the 80s
Correct.
when they were really, really making it. And did the original singer die prior to this guy?
Yeah, he killed himself in a bizarre fashion.
Oh, yeah, 2007.
He killed himself with a hibachi grill in a bathroom, and he suffocated himself.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
He put it in the bathtub?
You know, the little hibachi grills.
Yeah.
You know, you put the charcoal in it.
Yeah, how do you
That's
kill
what he
yourself?
did.
Oh, charcoal.
And so, what
Carbon monoxide poisoning.
Carbon monoxide.
Oh, there you
What?
go. Okay.
Monoxide kill.
So he goes inside the kitchen.
I thought he burned his
he
face.
went in the bathroom.
He went into the bathroom.
Bathroom.
And he fires up the hibachi with charcoal and the whole 9 yards. And I guess if there's not proper ventilation, that'll kill you. I never heard.
Me neither.
Well, yeah, carbon monoxide, man.
I didn't know that stuff produced a bunch of carbon monoxide.
I didn't either.
I didn't know that. I mean, I know that if you go to the garage and put your door down and take a tube and take it from your exhaust pipe into your, I know that's a way to do
He
it.
took 2 charcoal grills and pretty much got a big fire going and filled it, and the smoke filled up the room. And,
Oh, wow. Okay.
All right.
That seems like an
Unbelievable.
uplifting.
You didn't feel a thing.
What's the band that's got the Filipino guy that's the front man
Journey?
now?
Journey, yeah.
I wonder what he's
Journey.
worth.
Probably
$10.
quite a bit because I've been touring a lot with him. So anyway, sir, appreciate it. Lummy, a new picture. I guess she went to some type of festival or something like that, and new pictures of Miley Cyrus.
she was promoting the clip for the second volume of Sesame Street.
Oh, appeared in a promotional clip in the second. Is she like? Does she play a character?
I'm not
I'm
sure.
assuming if
I
she.
didn't know.
I mean, man, she's only a set of Diacos away from being straight money.
Oh, there's a movie coming out. I think she's in the movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she looks good.
She looks great. She looks really good. And I think she's very talented, too. I really do.
I like her rock and roll stuff. That's my favorite stuff she's been doing lately.
I've
Have
been
you seen her
hearing
do covers?
some of the covers. She did a couple Metallica covers.
It's good.
and things like that. Travis Kelce. Let me play it. Let me play it, my boy. I don't know how much. I got to get a hold of Matt and see how to do this because I want to put together some 15-minute pre-rolls. And Matt is all over the place.
Something people actually hear and pay attention to. Get yours today at hornblasters.com.
Thank you. I was a little bit late on it. Travis Kelce supposedly now signed a 2-year deal.
He got 2? I heard you got 1.
Did he get 1? In his previous contract signed ahead of the 2024 season, Kelce earned $34.25 million across 2 seasons, averaging out to be about $17.125 a year. The new contract represents a potential drop of $5 million a year for Kelce, who remains one of the best tight ends in the league despite his 36 years of age. So they're saying what? It's going to be about $12 million?
Yeah, a 1-year deal worth like 12 to 15 million. A lot of people are saying that Kelce wouldn't have come back if it looked like Mahomes was going to be out a significant part of this year. And with them signing Kenneth Walker, it looks like they're loading up to make a run.
So far in his career, he's made $111 million. The news of his $12 million contract came as a boost. Will come as a boost to Mom Donna through reports that she's considering okay, whatever. I guess her mom's considering to do some kind of show or something.
It's just an internet joke right now.
Oh, okay. So anyway, that was a big free agency deal. There's a ton. We're going to go through them as a break coming up next, but I wanted to hit this one before we go to break. And our beloved from Tampa, Florida, very local story, but very much a big one. The Mike Evans, the Tampa Bay finally is Mike Evans-less as Mike Evans signs, I think, what was it, a pretty large deal with the Niners. Like, I think a deal that the Bucs were not prepared to match.
No, they never were. He wasn't going to come back anyhow once they re-signed Todd Bowles. He wasn't going to come back to this joke.
The Niners have needed help at wide receiver. Look, they're moving on from Brandon Ayuk this offseason. Everybody knows that. They have a situation where Deebo Samuel left last year. So really, Ricky Pearsall is their proven wide receiver. They wanted a veteran presence out there. Mike Evans was interested in leaving Tampa for a variety of factors. And at the Combine, the word on the street all along was that
is the ongoing scuttlebutt, Lummy, he doesn't like Bowles?
It's yeah. I mean, he hasn't said it, but I mean, it shows. He moves to San Francisco. He's got to pay 40% more taxes.
Oh my God! Yeah, you forget about that. Yeah. They got the jock tax out there too.
And so you got, and he's going to be making, I think, if he doesn't hit his incentives, like $16 million. But you put the 40% taxes in there, and the Bucs say, they couldn't cover it. I mean, it's a joke.
He was interested in leaving. Now he lives in Houston during the offseason. A lot of people thought initially maybe the Texans. But the Niners are the team that was interested in him. And they were talking today. And I think the hang-up, as we alluded to before, was they were coming together on a deal, and then there was a hiccup like, wait, hold on. We thought you could do this, or we thought you could do that. And they had to work through that. Now, it's going to be a 3-year deal. It's really a shorter-term deal.
3-year deal.
But it's going to be called a 3-year deal for cap purposes. And this is an emotional departure for both Mike Evans and the Buccaneers. This was the very first draft pick that the Buccaneers general manager Jason Light made in Tampa. Mike Evans is going to be in their Ring of Fame. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame. He is an elite wide receiver. For him to leave an organization like that, he just felt like he wanted to try something else, wanted to be in a different offensive system, wanted to see what life was like.
Is that an indicator as to how healthy he thinks the Bucs are or are not?
Yeah, and also I think he just saw that the Bucs just really aren't.
Did the Bucs? The Bucs, to me, it seems like they made the decision last year when they spent a first-round pick on a wide receiver. Yeah. I mean, you can't collect wide receivers like the Buccaneers do and be barren on the defensive line, linebackers. I mean, it seems like they have holes to fill all over the place, and to go ahead and keep throwing money at Mike Evans just doesn't make sense if you're trying to be a serious football team in contention.
Lummy, $100 from Johnny K.
By the way, this was cool as hell. Pat McAfee had Adam Schefter set up in his studio yesterday as all of this free agency news was breaking.
That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool, Seth.
Was Orlovsky there?
Yeah.
Like elsewhere. And so he now will finish his career in San Francisco as a focal part of their offense. The 49ers were in the market for a wide receiver, Mike Evans, to the 49ers on a 3-year deal.
Yeah, but see, it also
3 years, $60 million. The deal includes 16.3 of it guaranteed. That's probably front loaded. Then the back loaded part he'll probably never see. Right?
No, yeah.
And then again, so it's 16.3 million. Hell, I mean, 16.3 million in San Francisco is about probably 10 million in Tampa.
Exactly, and supposedly that's what the Bucs offered them, was between 10 and 12 million. But because they're so cheap and they didn't want to get rid of Bowles because they didn't want to have to pay his contract. So they kind of just screwed that pooch.
But Seth's right. I mean, when you're a guy like, Mike Evans, first ballot Hall of Famer, Ring of Honor, 2-time Super Bowl champion for the Buccaneers, and the year before they go out and get a stud-ass first-round, wide receiver. That they're showing you what.
You got to. I mean, you have to move on. The organizations think about it. Who ends. I mean, Derek Brooks, one of the rare guys to play his whole career with one team, but I mean, Randy Moss, Tim Brown, I mean,
Tom Brady,
DeAndre Hopkins,
Sapp.
All of these guys, Lynch. They're all gonna.
Well, Rondé stayed here.
No, but if you talk about Buccaneers, you talk about really, really, really high-profile Buccaneers, Seth, and that is, Warwick Dunn went on, John Lynch went on. There's a lot of very legendary Warren Sapp went on, Booger McFarland went on. Brad Culpepper went on.
Yeah, it happens. Those are just the tough decisions that you have to make when you're a team. I mean, but the Bucs went and signed a couple of players yesterday, so I mean they're trying.
He's been slipping. I mean, honestly, I love Mike, and he's been an incredible asset for Tampa, but last year was tough for him. And once you get your bell rung like that, the concussions seem to come more often. And so we'll see what happens.
But you're also looking at, Chris Godwin and how long, he's had a lot of injuries. And
he should be gone.
Yeah, I mean, we can't put our...
What are they paying? What are they paying Godwin?
A lot?
Yeah.
When we return... A comprehensive look at the 2026 NFL free agency live tracker, full list of team-by-team signings and trades.
I saw the Packers were just letting guys go. They cut their center Elgin Baylor. What the hell?
They're not adding anybody.
I know.
Like I think they don't know what free agency does. Like, okay, if you lose 6 guys, you got to replace them.
Well, aren't the owners the fans? Maybe the fans.
I don't know.
How do they decide who they sign?
Actually, they have a board of directors that the president of the organization, Ed Policy, reports to, and then both head coach and general manager reports to Ed Policy. But the team's ran by the president, Ed Policy, son of former longtime 49er. General manager Carmen Policy, and with the Packers for a while. But the Packers, their problem is their general manager. Everybody thinks this Google Huntz he's a bust. I mean, he went all in on Rashawn Gary out of Michigan, first rounder. That didn't pan out. He went all in on Luke Van Ness, first rounder. That didn't pan out. If your first rounders aren't immediate starters, that's kind of the currency, in my opinion, that general managers in the NFL are kind of graded by. What your first and second rounders are doing.
Well, if he's hitting on the third, fourth, and fifth, that'll buy you some time if your other ones aren't hitting.
He is hitting on a couple of the 3, 4s, and 5s, but you've missed you've damn near missed every first and second one. You did get Aaron Jones in the 5th one year. But they did sign Josh Jacobs. Did you see that?
Yeah.
They re-signed that.
It's surprised they didn't try to do some sign and trade with Malik.
Yeah, I know. I mean, they could.
He was hot last year when people wanted him. You'd think they would have tried to score.
And deep down, like he wants to stay with Green Bay. Listen, as a Packer fan, I would rather have him than Jordan Love. I like Malik Willis better than Jordan Love. I'm going to say this right now. Malik Willis, who just went to the Miami Dolphins, I think Malik Willis might have a better year statistically next year for the Dolphins than Jordan Love does for the Packers.
Oh, wow.
For real.
I don't know, man. There's no the Dolphins are going to absolutely be putrid, and there's such a small, tiny, minuscule sample size with Malik Willis. I think the league will adjust to him a little bit.
He's got A-chain. Yeah, he's got some weapons around.
Do you have to speak positively about the Dolphins because your wife loves them? Because Lummy, they're awful.
I don't have to do nothing.
They're a bad team, Lummy.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I listen. I think they're a horrible team. I think Malik Willis is an upgrade to Tua. And I think that Malik Willis is.
I think Malik Willis is a stud that nobody has even began to scratch the surface on. Anyway, when we return, we'll go through all of the free agency stuff, team by team. It'll probably be a whole segment in itself, Lummy. But there's a lot to talk about, and it's stuff that we like. We like the NFL. If you don't like it as a fan, go. For the next 30-some minutes, we're probably going to be talking about it, okay? So I'm just saying, if you don't like it, go somewhere else. Go to Fox News, CNN, Spotify. Go find something else besides us, because
We'll talk some trash about Bad Bunny, though, if you're not into it, just to keep you interested.
Want to listen to the show on demand and on the go? Enlist today at BubbaArmyHQ.com. Sign up and start listening. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
Never seen a worse owner than the Bucks owner, but the Ross takes a cake. But he'll at least pay for his. He'll pay to fuck up.
Dude, they're doing things the right way as far as how they rebuild, but how they got to that point is just That's just embarrassing.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll tell you what, man. The Raiders were spending.
The Raiders are going crazy, Seth.
Yeah,
They went and got that. They went and got that high dollar center too.
they got 110 million.
Who's that center?
Lindenbaum. Yeah.
Who?
Tyler Lindenbaum.
Yeah, Lindenbaum.
It's a.
He's a good. Wasn't he the premier center of the?
Yeah, he got paid.
Then he got a good punter too.
Did they? It was eventful yesterday. I just thought the Schefter setting up at the Thunderdome was cool.
Yeah, they had a Dan in there too, and then the other guy was like on Zoom.
Who's the other guy?
Not Schefter. It's the other guy that kind of does the same thing that Schefter does.
Schrager.
Yeah.
Pete Schrager. Schrager's yeah.
So he was like kind of like they were like a 1-2 punch, you know.
No, they're good. Schefter gets so fucking frustrated and shit when he starts getting bombarded with news. What's up, Dirt Merchant? What's up, Johnny K?
What's up, Johnny K?
Today should be as fast paced as yesterday, right? I mean, because it's still everybody officially signs tomorrow, so.
Yeah, today should be as like a much of a shit show as it was yesterday.
I feel like Hendrickson's got a sign today.
Yeah.
Who the Bucks get? They got Alex Anzalone, dude. That's an upgrade.
Yeah, I know, but
the Gainwell thing's interesting because to me Bucky could carry a load, but I guess nobody. Does that mean Rashad?
Right, White's out.
Yeah. He's gone.
Yeah, he was already wanting because he wants to more of a lead back.
Who's this running back who's spent all this money on? Is he good?
Yeah, he's alright. I mean,
where's he from?
He's gonna be a two-headed monster.
Kenneth Gainwell.
Yeah.
Where did he come from?
Steelers. He played for the Eagles before that. He's good. He's real good.
I mean,
Very similar to Bucky Irving.
they love Otten for some reason.
And they're saying Alvin Kamara might be available.
Oh, is he done with his beating up guys and casinos?
Hey man, look, dude.
I think never. I don't think that he ever went to trial.
He got suspended.
Did he? I thought he got suspended while they rated.
I thought he got 6 games for it.
I don't think they like. I'm saying the court system. I don't think ever.
The NFL does their own thing.
Or maybe he flat out or something.
They go away. The guy might paid him a couple.
And he did the other one. Like, this is the same.
No, they're just.
What's up, Jeff?
The windstorm is backed by a strong warning.
That means that.
I'm gonna do Windstorm Skag next.
Okay, on the bottom, right?
It might. I might need the video of it.
Okay.
Nice.
Sorry.
Thank you, buddy.
What's
I'll tell you what, man. Facebook was having a hard time dealing with the Mike Evans news. This is the worst day in Tampa sports history.
not the worst. That can stuff and go, Steve.
Tired of paying sky-high cable TV bills? Sick of juggling endless streaming subscriptions? There's a better way. Go to getabox.com. With Get a Box, you get every channel, every game, every movie ever made. Watch local and national channels, live sports, all your favorite movies, and much, much more. This isn't another subscription. It's a one-time purchase. No contracts, no fees, no nonsense. For a limited time, use promo code BUBBA at checkout for $25 off any box. That's getabox.com, promo code BUBBA.
Let's get down to business. If you were locked away in an insane asylum, maybe it's time you let me get on with my job. This is what it would sound like.
I don't think that Americans would find that funny.
No, it is not a joke. We now return to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
I felt horrible because this is the first Gator Nationals that I'd missed. And I go to the Gator Nationals, the NHRA Gator Nationals in Gainesville, only for a couple reasons. One, to see my good friend Gooch from Tony Stewart Motorsports. Two, to see Tony and Leah. But really one of the most important is to go see my buddy Randy and Maria from Skag. You know, Randy's huge. I think he's got a funny car, I think 2 or 3 funny cars. I think Dave Richards drives for him. He's got a top fuel dragster. I mean, Randy has really come into the NHRA scene with Skag and really, really, really made a huge difference. Now, I haven't been to skag.com in a long time and know that they got some new stuff out there. One, let me look at this, a grater blade for my 72-inch, 3-cylinder Kohler diesel zero turn. I might need that.
That's nice.
I mean, I probably don't need that.
No,
I probably
of course you need it, Bubba. You can find something to use it for.
I have a real grater, and I don't want to take my 72-inch, badass Turf Tiger out on the track. You know what I'm saying? So I'll pass on that. But no, I did test market their extreme slope mower. Remember when they gave that to me? And I did some R&D testing for them and told them some things I thought they needed to work on. That's now available.
What is that? That's a mower?
This is,
Dude, that looks fun to drive.
Well, you can't drive it.
What? It's remote control.
It's drone. So, like, if you have extreme slopes or...
Oh, that is sick.
I'll play it for you. Check this out.
Wow.
But it's also a bush hog. Like, you can drive it right into the bushes. Check this out.
Oh, that's incredible.
And it's electric.
Wow.
And it's electric. So I took that out to the track and did some R&D testing with it in the early stages of that and gave them some feedback. Now, they're making it looks like another one, but this one's like a low profile one.
Wow.
With 4 blades.
Sick.
And then, hold on, Lemmy. Now, I have a Jackal, but now they're making attachments for the Jackal.
Oh, good.
And look at this, a Harley rake.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, badass.
And they're all remote control?
Well, no. This one would be you'd put this on your stand-on Jackal.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So the stand-on Jackal is this right here. This is what they call a mini skid steer, and you can pick up stuff.
That looks fun. That's what I'm talking about.
I got one of those.
That's sick.
I just got to
get. Does it drive like a tank?
Well, you can go through anything with it. I mean, you gotta be careful. You can hurt yourself.
I'm sure.
But Lummy, here's what I really need. I'm gonna have to talk nicely to Randy. This is what I really, really need.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, the windstorm.
Oh yeah.
Is that to dry the track?
No, not to dry the track, but all the leaves and sticks and stuff that we got out back. We really this is what I really need. I really need.
That'd be pretty good for pit road too, right?
Yeah, I could blow all the gravel. I could make pit road look this is what I really need. In fact, Larry Plummer has 4 of these for the 3 or 4 of these for the Warsaw Park Department. And when Larry came down and saw me a couple weeks ago, he's like, "Why don't you have a windstorm?" I'm like, I think that's the next thing I need.
How much is a windstorm? It looks expensive.
I think they're about $13,000.
Okay.
I think so, but check this out.
Wow.
So now, you as a kid probably had to rake leaves as a kid, did you not?
Of course.
Yeah. Well,
prepare yourself for the windstorm. This windstorm will deliver extremely
So you just drive it and it blows the leaves in one big pile and you're done.
high multi-directional air output. driven by
37 horse, Lummy.
massive horsepower. Will be traveling at highly productive ground speed,
Which is fast.
and will be
Lummy, I like that. Traveling at high productive ground speeds. Next time I get pulled over by a cop, I'm going to say, sir, I was traveling at a high productive ground speed. I don't know how fast. Yeah.
accompanied by unmatched comfort, toughness, and performance.
Man, I need one of these so bad, Lummy. I do need one of these so bad.
This is the Skag Windstorm. Designed with both the job and the operator in mind, the Windstorm stand-on blower will completely blow away any old ways of thinking about leaf and debris management. The Windstorm's exclusive nozzle direction system
And this guy will be controlling the nozzle.
I get it.
He can control the nozzle.
allows for easy
See?
adjustment of nozzle rotation and tilt, right at the operator's
Otherwise, Lummy, you got to get a Mexican with a backpack blower to do all that stuff.
fingertips, giving you
Look at that.
unprecedented horizontal and vertical control of the airflow to ensure thorough cleanup. Whether you're clearing a sidewalk or cart path,
Lummy, I need this and one of those Harley rakes for my jackal attachment, and I'm straight.
preparing asphalt for seal coating, or cleaning up leaves in the fall. And like all Skag products,
Oh, by the way, Lummy, I got this announcement from Randy, God, quite a while back. They locked in, I think in October of 2025, they had already talked to like Les of Tampa Bay and Mike's Lawnmower and, Big Gus Tractors carries Skag. No, there was nothing. They were freezing all 2025 pricing, and nothing was going up. Nothing that Skag makes was going to go up a penny for 2026. They were locking in all their prices so that, because listen, with all the stuff that's going on nowadays and
Inflation and everything.
Did you see? Gas is over $5 a gallon now for diesel. Drove in this morning, $5.19 diesel.
That happened fast.
Yeah.
What a ripoff.
So when go to skag.com, it'll tell you where your nearest dealer is. I know that here in Florida, where I'm sitting right now, we got less of Wesley Chapel, less of Bradenton, less of Clearwater. We got Mike's Lawnmower in Ocala, and then of course up there in the Panhandle in Panama City and Fort Walton Beach, we got Big Gus Tractors. So those are your official Skag dealers that we deal with. You go ahead and check them out if you want.
That stuff's legit.
So anyway, Randy, Maria, sorry I missed you, but it was my mom's 80th surprise birthday party this coming Saturday, and I just couldn't miss that part. I mean, you can't miss your mom's 80th.
No.
You can't, because, how much longer is your mom going to be around? So, and it was a big surprise deal that my sister had planned. Just happened to be the same weekend as the NHRA Nationals. And
It's this week or it was last week?
It was last Saturday night.
Oh, okay.
And I was the guy that had to pull off the surprise gimmick. Like, I'm the one that had to go pick up Mom and lie to her where we're going.
How'd that go?
Went real well. I'm good at lying.
Was she surprised? I mean, it's hard to startle
no.
somebody at that age.
And my mom's really, really nosy. She can usually sniff about anything out, and she had no idea. And when we walked into this room, we had it at TPC, and when we walked into the little banquet room in there, all of her friends from Ormond Beach and Warsaw, and she just started crying. It was great.
Oh, that's great.
So anyway, Randy and Maria, sorry I missed the NHRA Nationals, but I had to be with my mom. Randy texted me something super sweet. Says like, absolutely, we understand you're being with your mom.
Yeah, they should send her a windstorm for her birthday.
Yes, and dear Randy, my mom lives in a little retirement community, but she could use a windstorm.
She can't rake those leaves anymore.
Exactly. If we go through the free agency, and it was at a fever pitch yesterday, wasn't it, Seth? I mean, it was like just going off.
Oh, yeah.
And I think today is going to be the same day because the first day of the league isn't until tomorrow. So I think they have to have all these free agent deals done by tomorrow. I think tomorrow at 4 p.m. is when the new year starts, and you have to have...
That's when everything's official.
You got to be cap compliant and have all these new people in that you're going to have in for the most part. Arizona signed. Is there anybody there? The only name I really recognize is Gardner Minshew, the longtime backup quarterback.
No, they're in full rebuild mode. They're eating Kyler Murray's salary. Their starting quarterback's going to be Jacoby Brissett this year, so they're very okay with the status quo with Arizona right now.
I mean, they signed a guard, a running back, a defensive lineman, a wide receiver, a backup quarterback in Minshew, and then they retained people, the punter, the defensive lineman, and the kicker.
They're an irrelevant franchise until future notice.
How about these guys? The Atlanta Falcons, they were very, very aggressive, were they not?
Oh, especially after a kicker and Tua. Yeah, they landed big Tua.
So they retained their tight end. They put a franchise tag on him, Kyle Pitts, and he's going to make $15 million. But they went out and got linebacker Christian Harris, wide receiver, I don't know who the hell this guy is. They went and got the starting quarterback for Miami, Tua. Now, is he going to compete?
Cheap.
Is he going to compete, or is he a backup?
Backup. Oh, They got a great quarterback there. Now, Atlanta's going to be, I think, one of the best teams in the NFL next year.
Well, the good thing is with Penix is he's a lefty, Tua is a lefty, so they won't have to really change up the play calling.
They went and got a wide receiver, a kicker, a punter, another tight end, an edge guy. Ravens, they were the talk of the town when they went and got Max Crosby from the Raiders, two first-round draft picks. They also signed a guard and retained a backup quarterback in Tyler Huntley. The Bills traded with the Bears to get DJ Moore. They signed a quarterback and another quarterback, Kyle Allen. Who's this guy? Who's Kyle Allen?
He's just their new backup. Trubisky went to the Titans.
Oh, did he? They retained a center and a punter. I'm not going to necessarily go through all of these. I'm just going to go through the ones of people that are big name, right?
Yeah,
like Carolina Panthers. Is that edge guy Jalen Phillips? Is he all that?
Yeah,
he got 4 years, $120 million.
Yeah, he's good.
Seth, where's he come from?
He came from the Eagles, who came from Miami.
Oh, is he that white guy?
He's a white guy,
yeah,
I think, or light-skinned.
Yeah, very bad at it. Panthers got him now?
Yeah. 4 years, 120.
Bears went and got a safety, a linebacker, and a DT. They traded for an offense what's OC?
Center.
Offensive center. Usually it's just C. They went and got a center, and then they retained their edge, their backup quarterback, their linebacker, and their offensive tackle. Are they still looking for a linebacker, Seth, or that Devin Bush guy? He's getting $10 million a year? Is he good?
Yeah, he had his best year last year. He was like the number 3 off-ball rated linebacker according to Pro Football Focus. So I don't know. I think they're probably done with the big names. They filled in all the holes, and now probably focus on the draft.
And they shored up the offensive line, which is the most important thing to give Caleb some time.
Yeah.
Cleveland really didn't do much, did they? No. Dallas, they went and got Rashawn Gary, defensive lineman, better known. He's kind of more of an edge guy from the Packers. Would the Packers get a 4th rounder for him?
Yeah.
Which the Packers were going to cut him anyway.
Yeah, a lot of people are making fun of Jerry Jones for trading for a guy that was going to get cut, but I mean, you at least made sure that you got the guy by dealing a 4th rounder.
True, because somebody else could have got him, right?
And possibly, yeah.
They retained Pickens on a franchise deal. Man, the wide receiver franchise number now is $27 million.
Yeah, it's dude. This guy from the Colts yesterday. What was it?
Yes,
Alec Pierce.
Yeah, Pierce.
What did he get for 140 or something?
Yeah.
It was the biggest free agent wide receiver deal in history.
Broncos. They don't seem like they're doing much other than retaining what they got. The Lions. They signed a center and a tackle. And then look at the Packers. Nothing.
Oof.
I mean, they got the linebacker. Is this linebacker from the Colts, that Zaire Franklin? Is he had a good year last year, but isn't he a little bit old? Isn't he 32?
He's been in the league. I know he's been in the league for 11 years, so he's definitely up there. But the Packers are one of 5 teams that did not sign a free agent yesterday.
Yeah, he's not taking you to the Super Bowl. So
I mean, isn't that a reflection on your general manager? Isn't that the general manager saying, I'm Mr. Johnny Draft here and I can build my team through the draft, when historically, if you look at the Packers, he can't?
Listen, man, I don't know what's going on with your franchise. I got my own problems.
The Texans were very aggressive, but nothing really. I guess the safety, 3 years, $24 million's a lot, right?
Yeah, that was a big deal to pluck Reed Blankenship from the Eagles.
Yep. Yeah, the Eagles got plucked.
The Colts, they really didn't get much, right? Well, no, I guess they got the Pierce guy.
Yeah, they got Pierce, and then they shipped out Michael Pittman Jr. too.
Oh yeah, the Steelers.
Yeah.
They shipped him out.
Yeah,
Jaguars. Looks like they're about as active as the Packers are. Nothing really to speak of. The Kansas City Chiefs. They signed the Kenneth Walker III, $28 million guaranteed, 3 years, $45 million. Who is he? Who did he play for?
Seattle. He was the Super Bowl MVP.
They went and got a safety. They went and got a. Now, is that a defensive tackle and a fullback?
Looks like it.
He plays both?
Yeah.
There's no real true fullbacks anymore. There's like a couple.
They just put a big defensive lineman in there for a tush-push gimmick, right?
Yeah, tight end or defensive tackle.
Now, here's the team. Look at the Raiders. They went out and got after it.
Tom Brady said, "We done being bitches. Get out your pocketbook, Davis."
They went and got the Bills cornerback. I don't know how much that was, but I think that was a lot of money, was it not?
The Bills corner?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Tyron Johnson.
Yeah. Oh, they traded for him. It was just a late pick.
They went and got arguably the best center in free agency. They went and got an edge guy. They went and got they got the Packers Quay Walker. The Packers let Quay Walker go?
Well, I mean, they're busy picking up that 29-year-old washed-up linebacker.
Jesus. I know that Seth was hoping that the Bears picked up Quay Walker.
I think Quay Walker and Rashawn Gary are both very good. I mean, I don't know compared to what they were making, but as far as playmakers go on the Packers, I'll be very happy not to see them lined up next year.
Well, look at the Raiders. They retain Eric Stokes. Who was he originally drafted by?
Packers?
The Green Bay Packers. But he's good enough to get a 3-year, $30 million deal with the Raiders.
Oh, the Raiders are in about the sweetest position that you can be. A ton of money, the first pick in the draft, multiple picks because of the Max Crosby deal. If they mess up this rebuild, I would find another franchise to root for because this is their best shot to be good in a long time.
It looks like the Quay Walker is going to be making about $13 million a year.
That wasn't really much more than he was scheduled to make for the Packers.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like the Chargers retained Mack on a 1-year, $18 million deal. The Rams, did they do anything really special? Nothing.
Yeah, they traded for Trent McDuffie. They made him the highest paid corner in the NFL.
And Jalen Watson's pretty good. Nice little signing.
See, I look at all these, and all these guys have done stuff, and it's great stuff. And I look at my Packers, and they did nothing.
Well, maybe they're just content with the squad they had last year, being the 7th seed.
I'm already over this.
Don't be hasty. Don't be mad.
I'm just...
Let other people have eternal hope since their team signed players yesterday. That's what it's all about. Your team signed somebody like, oh my God, this guy's gonna put us over the edge.
Let other players have eternal hope because their team signed somebody.
You have no eternal hope?
I mean, if you're in charge of the Packers and you're Ed Policy, don't you start asking questions about? Okay, listen, Brian Gutekunst, your draft has been abysmal. You got guys like Eric Stokes that you drafted are being superstars, in Vegas. You let Devontae Adams go. You mishandled Aaron Rodgers. You let Quay Walker go. Most of your first round, you let Rashawn Gary go, who was a first round 17th pick overall.
Well, at least they have the first round pick this year. Oh wait, sorry about that.
Yeah, they don't even have a first round pick this year, or guess what? Next either.
Oh, but you know what? When you got to pay Micah Parsons, which I know his big deal kicks in soon, and you got to pay Jordan Love. It's tough to have money for all these other positions.
Yeah, but that's where your draft has to work out, and none of your drafts will work out.
Your draft's all in Micah Parsons right now, in his skimpy leg.
And you're not doing anything in free agency.
They said they're going to be eyeing some cornerbacks.
Yeah, whatever. Michael Jordan sat down with. I like Mike Tirico. I really do. and he was talking about his Olympic the team his Olympic team that he played on, the Dream Team.
Dude, this was the biggest fleece in history. Michael Jordan got paid $40 million they recorded all these interviews in one day with Mike Tirico, and they spaced him out for the whole year. And we thought Michael Jordan was going to be making appearances on NBA, on NBC, and all that, but this is the extent of it. And he got freaking paid to do this.
He fleeced him
big time.
He got $40 million to do one. They sat him down,
did one interview.
I think literally I think he changed sport coats a couple different times. I think he may not have.
I don't think he did. I think he's the same.
And Tirico sat down with him for 4 to 6 hours, and they just cut it up into 4 or 5 different interviews, and he got $40 million. This is him. I fast forwarded through the Olympic stuff. This is the question that I'm sure a lot of people ask him that he's tired of answering, but that is, do you consider yourself the greatest of all time? The GOAT. The GOAT conversation. I personally do.
But he doesn't, though. Like, LeBron is, I don't know the answer to this, but LeBron is the guy that will say, yes, I'm the greatest of all time, but I don't feel like Michael Jordan.
He doesn't. He says no.
Okay.
One thing that's never changed with sports fans is the debate about the GOAT. Who's the greatest of all time? So it's rare that I get a chance to sit down with one of the guys who's debated about to talk about the conversation of that term, the GOAT.
The whole GOAT term is never going to be something that I ever will get high or low about, It just doesn't exist with me. I never played against Oscar Robert or Jerry West.
See, he makes some this is a classy answer.
This is why you can't say, well, Tom Brady says he's the GOAT, but Michael Jordan, I like that he's being somewhat humble, but he knows, he knows he's the best.
But deep down, he's going to, oh, shucks. But deep down, man, any NBA follower or any NBA fan, I mean, he's the GOAT. Like, it's just like Brady's the GOAT.
Well, I mean, I understand if there's a case to be made for LeBron and you want to throw other guys in there, you want to throw I understand. It's definitely debatable, but it's just, I mean, Jordan's just
he's just a class act.
He's just the guy of an era.
Yeah.
Exists with me. I never played against Oscar Robert or Jerry West. Would have loved to. Absolutely love to. Just as competitive as I am. And I actually learned from them. And we, paved the road to the Kobe's and the LeBrons, right? And to me, it's the beauty of the game of basketball that a player, after a previous player, has evolved the game further.
Mm-hmm.
But
Larry often talks about how him and Magic left the game better for Michael and, Mike, the next generation, which was Michael. And I think that the truly, truly class acts of the league, that's what their mindset is, and that is, we have left the game better for the younger guys coming up. And I think that's what Michael's saying it's cool that I'm in this upper echelon of players, but we've left the game to the LeBrons to be just as good.
Then, in essence, this is where I look at it. Don't then now use that against the player that actually taught you the game or that you learned from. And that's why I have a tough time. And, look, I would love to have played against LeBron and, Kobe in my prime. I would love to have played, against those guys. But we'll never be able to know that. Part of the marketing, part of the hype, part of the things that tries to elevate one generation above the other, I think it creates animosity. I have no animosity against today's players, but you do have certain players that do have animosity because of the forgottenness of what their contribution has been to the game of basketball. It is what it is. It is a empty comparison. It's absolutely never find that the true answer to that question.
I like Michael Jordan because he rolled up into some white trash hillbilly ass NASCAR stuff and showed him. Let me show you how a successful African American billionaire can roll right up in there and change your guys' template. Bitches.
I do like that. He looks high as can be in this interview, though, doesn't he?
He's got something wrong with him where
gives him like red eyes.
There's something wrong. Like people are saying no, like genre. I don't know, but
he's okay from what this. He did have very yellow eyes for this. from I don't know how close, or I feel like he's been wearing sunglasses when they've been winning all the NASCAR races lately, but I don't know if they've been as red lately.
He has a racial melanosis.
Oh, okay.
Circular conversation.
It's just going to keep
You're never
going.
gonna get
And
a
I
right
understand. But it's great to talk about. 100% to talk about and envision. Look, I think LeBron has had an unbelievable career, and I admire him for what he's done.
Not better than me.
You know, and Kobe, as well as KD, and all these guys who have played in this era. I think they've elevated the game of basketball tremendously. I just don't agree when you start, trying to put one above the other. It doesn't work. We'll never know. It creates more of a problem from, not for me. I've never given it credence. But, for other players who look for their existence within the generation of basketball. And we
It's
should.
almost like he's saying, like, how secure are you after basketball? Those that are insecure want to keep playing this. They forgot about how good I was, et cetera, et cetera. And those
these old guys get pissed on and they go, "Oh, these were a bunch of plumbers and they all sucked and no one would be able to play today." I mean, there's a lot. Now Jordan's obviously not fazed by that, but some guys are.
But neither is Larry Bird, neither is Magic Johnson, neither is James Worthy, neither is the guys that were secure. As Isaiah Thomas, the guys that were secure in their own skin. You don't hear them, bitching about. Like I saw Larry, as a matter of fact, I just did an interview with Larry saying that he is really, really, really proud of the NBA, and he finds it. He loves to watch the game.
That's great,
and
man.
how good the players are.
I know people hate the NBA right now, but man, there's so many great players.
To always honor that. We should always preserve that. We should always, reward that they paved the road for a lot of generations after that. And by doing that, you somewhat. Jabbar. Wilt Chamberlain. Bill Russell had 11 championships. Yeah. How do you just push them in the corner and say, "Oh, we ain't gonna think about you. We forgot about you." That to me is where I get lost.
Man, I love that dude. Mm-hmm. I love that dude. Let me go into words. When I checked last, now there's got to be 39 people that's watching us on YouTube right now that are not subscribed. Now, to subscribe is to just hit the notification button, and what actual button on your screen as you're watching us on YouTube? What button do you have to hit to subscribe?
You see it says follow, subscribe.
Follow, subscribe. So just hit the follow, subscribe notification button. It costs nothing, and it basically just lets you know when we post up new stuff, either when we're live or when we got a new video posted up, and it helps. And we're 39 away from hitting 140,000 subscribers, which is pretty cool.
That's amazing.
It was pretty cool since we've added Gary Cantrell and kind of figured out, the real short game, the reels and short game.
Yes.
Things have really exploded for us. And Gary, you have just really kicked ass, and I'm so appreciative. We're working with this new guy that's also doing some shorts and things for us as well. I think we're going to end up getting, I think it's going to end up being a good thing for us.
It is.
And go to our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/The Bubba Army or at The Bubba Army, and subscribe and get hit the notification bell. There's 39 of you right now that aren't subscribed. Come on. Take the little extra step, subscribe and get a notification, and let's hit that 140 today. I don't want it to be Friday, Lummy, and I can't get 39 mother effers out there to subscribe.
Come on, people.
I'd like to get that done here in the next 15 or 20 minutes. Can you work with me on that?
I think you should threaten them, though, if they don't make it happen, that you're going to do something to them.
What, just quit?
I don't know.
Just turn the show off?
There needs to be, you have to threaten them. Or there has to be something. Either reward or a threat.
I think a reward works better.
Okay.
Yeah. I was going to say, if we could get it done by 8 o'clock, Lummy, maybe I could I don't know.
You'll get a Bubba the Love Sponge prize pack.
You know what, Lummy? I'll tell you what. If we do get 39, which is, we were 39 away a few minutes ago, Merch Crick said that if I wanted to hand out some cologne, a Ridge wallet, or the Bubba Army retractable knives, I could do that. So, I don't know how do they call in? I don't know how. I don't.
You've been doing this for 40 years. What do we know?
But I'm doing it. But I'm doing it digitally now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're just just say that we'll find somebody randomly online, and then we'll never find somebody.
I love my knife.
If you liked that segment, then you'll definitely like the new redesigned BubbaArmyHQ.com. We'll be back to the Bubba the Love Sponge show after this.
Your skag is in your email.
What's that? Skag in your email. Okay. The video portion?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Whew, man. What the hell? Okay, content live. Let's go like that, like that. That puts me there, puts me there. Now we're there. That puts me there, puts me there. Here we go. Boom, boom. Let's go there. Dashboard Willie with a refresh Jones. Now we're only 29 away.
That's close.
Yeah.
140,000. That's amazing.
We got 250,000 on Facebook.
That's incredible.
We got 109,000 on YouTube on X.
Oh, those are real numbers.
We got 109,000 on X. We got here we go. We got $246,000 on Face, and we'll have 140 here in a minute.
That's sick.
On TikTok, we got 1.5 million. 1.5 million likes, 59,000 followers. It's where you gotta be. You gotta be digital.
That's legit.
$74. $25 away.
Nice. Oh, you're hitting that today.
We do a lot of things on Go Funky Bass. We do a lot of things on TikTok.
Hands in surgery.
Good.
As somebody was asking. Congrats on the engagement.
Throw up your rock fist when I drop this. Bubba's back to tell it like it really is. Back to the sponge. Bubba the Love Sponge.
The merch crick has texted me and given me an authorization based on inventory that I can do a bundle, and that is a Ridge wallet, a 9-inch retractable hunting knife, and a bottle of the Bubba Army Alpha Volume 26. I can do about 10 of those, Lummy.
Oh, wow.
So after we hit our 140,000th subscriber on YouTube, which we were just 25 away a few minutes ago, go to youtube.com/The Bubba Army and follow us. Get a notification and subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. We're now 24 away. Once we hit that 140, Lummy, then I'm just randomly gonna go to chat like there's two Ferrari Dan and listen.
That's Dan.
Is that really Dan?
That's technically Steve right now, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not giving them anything. Snook Slayer, CRFVZ. Once we get, if we hit that by 8 o'clock today, then I'll just start randomly handing out these 3 merchandise bundles that consist of the knife, the cologne, and the Ridge wallet. I thought her and I had talked about doing a bundle that was different than this one right here. Bubba's Bundle Special, the Alpha Volume 26 and tactical knife for $49.95. I thought we had talked, Merch Crick, about doing.
Let's call her and tell her.
No, I don't like.
She's got the wrong bundles going.
Yeah, no, I don't like. I don't like putting her on the air. She literally sounds like she's 13.
No, come on, Daddy.
What
do you mean she's not? She's not 13.
I know, but it's awkward.
All right, I understand.
It's awkward. So once we do hit the 140,000 subscriber threshold, I'll start randomly picking out people on chat. Grouper Lips, Kirk, 2424, Sicilian Redneck, on YouTube, and giving you, Lummy, you're going to have to get a hold of them and get their mailing address, and then we'll send them. And this is going to be this is 3 items. This is the Ridge wallet. This is which is usually $22.99. This is the retractable badass.
It's the best.
Bubba Army, damn near switchblade, but we can't market it as such. We have to market it as a retractable. And then you get the volume Bubba Army Volume 26 Alpha cologne. All 3, the Ridge wallet, the retractable knife, and the cologne. I'm going to give 10 of those away.
That's sick.
But we have to hit, Lummy, we got to hit 140 by 8 o'clock or the deal's off.
It's coming. Come on, people.
We're 20 away right now.
By the way, that cologne smells a lot like Creed, which costs like $400 a bottle.
It's modeled after Creed.
It's amazing, actually. It's really good.
Thank you. Thank you. And I'm actually working on next year's because it takes such a while to formulate.
And can I throw some love to Nick the Gun Guy?
Yeah, of course you can.
He showed up at Bella's house, gave her one of his guns because you heard about that attempted break-in, right?
Yeah, well, that was, and hold on, that was a legitimate, that was not you and Krista being overly protective and just kind of that was a real deal.
No, it really rattled us all. Bella was really affected by it, and her boyfriend has a gun, but he had it with him and was at class, and this guy literally turned the handle, was trying to get in the back door upstairs. It was just horrifying. Dan caught the guy, which was unbelievable. With Bella's help, the two of them got him arrested.
Of course Dan does.
Yeah, he did. I thought he was going to shoot the guy.
You can bet that Dan had 2 6-shooters on his side.
Oh, he did.
Because the first day that Florida passed the open carry law, Dan came in with like a John Wayne type double 6-shooter. He did, remember, Lummy? He came in with like a John Wayne double 6-shooter.
Right on his hip.
Right on his hip.
Oh, he's just waiting to shoot somebody legally.
So Nick the gun guy probably got what she got Bella a girl-friendly gun.
Ultimately, yes, but he gave him, and Dan knows. I mean, evidently it's like an $8,000 or $9,000 gun he let her use until he figures out what's best for her. She's going to go to the range and try some different guns, but showed her how to shoot it, showed her how to load it, showed her how to do everything. He's just a saint. Thank you, Nick.
Well, she needs. I mean, when she's by herself. And that plate, that your former house, now her house, it's kind of off the beaten path a little bit. It's kind of out on its own little, for lack of a better term, island. And it's, it would be easy for a bad guy to go up the back stairs and cause havoc like he tried.
Yep, but thankfully we have layers of protection. We had the cameras that worked and notified her. She had her doors locked, thankfully. She has an alarm system.
The cameras are what caught the guy.
100%. And she was getting those, and she's really good with technology. She was able to get those videos to the police while they were looking for him with Danny.
You know why? Because she actually subscribes to the monthly service. Had she not, I don't know if you know this or not, had she not been a monthly subscriber to Ring, you can't go back and get that retro footage. But because Bella was responsible enough to pay the $19.95 a month, or you and Krista do, we're able to go back and find the footage, give it to the cops, which got the guy arrested.
Exactly. Exactly.
Go to our YouTube channel if you could, please. And subscribe and get notifications so we can hit that 140 barrier.
How many are we short now? I bet it's under 20.
Let me see here.
Is it hard to look?
No, I can look at it right now. We are.
Come on, Bubba Army.
We are 15 short.
Wow, look at that. Another 5. Come on.
15 short, and we got 35 minutes to get there. And if we get there before 8 o'clock, I'll start handing out. I don't really hand out a lot. I'm pretty much real stingy on that kind of deal.
You are.
And but this will be the first, and you get 3. You get a 3-pack of goodiness, and I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna start picking out chatters, and handing them to you.
Your best swag too. Some of your best stuff. Really good.
Charles Barkley, I guess, Lummy, is noted for being a really good tipper. But he won $700,000 playing blackjack, and he went on the Conan show. And talked about how he likes to really, really tip well, but in this particular instance, I think he only gave the guy 10 grand. There's the story.
You are notoriously generous when it comes to tipping. You are famous among not just athletes, but celebrities in general for being a great tipper. Is this true? How good are you at tipping?
I think it's important when you're successful. The waiters, the waitresses, the blackjack dealers. I do. I think it's important. They work extremely hard. Yep. They don't get a great salary. I think the more successful you are, I think the more you should tip. I truly believe that.
I love that.
That's a good philosophy. Yeah. Do you ever tip somebody and then later on you had regrets? I think that was too much. I went overboard. I mean, what's a crazy tip for you?
I never went overboard.
Yeah.
I mean, I've tipped $25,000 before.
You've tipped $25,000? Do you mind if I bring your car around when it's time for you to...
No.
Andy, you want in on this? Yeah, absolutely.
But I won about $700,000. I was at a blackjack. I was playing blackjack.
You won $700,000?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
So you have to tip. I probably should have tipped more, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I was just thinking.
I mean, 10% would have been 70, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
but there's no rules to tip on gambling. That's really generous. I mean, geez, Louise.
In that context, you're kind of a cheapskate.
Yeah, it's a bad tip.
That's what you're saying.
I could see that dealer being like, what the hell?
But I thought that was pretty generous. Because, when you lose money, they don't give you any back.
Right. That's a good point. Okay, you're pretty good at telling the
12 away, Lummy, from us throwing out.
Right. Let's go.
3-pack gift gimmicks.
Absolute truth. Who are the cheapest guys that you've hung out with? That we would.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
No.
Well, there's nobody cheaper than Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan.
Wow.
Michael Jordan's pretty.
Michael Jordan is cheap.
Oh yeah, he's cheap.
Really?
Yeah.
Like how cheap? We were talking super cheap here. Like
I always give homeless people money.
Yeah.
And he'll always slap my hand. He'll say, if they can ask you for spare change, they can say, "Welcome to McDonald's. Can I help you, please?"
Wow.
Jeez.
Serious?
Getting a lot of heat with Jordan.
Michael Jordan says that.
Who's that, Lummy?
Iggy McGillicuddy, $20.
Out there water standing. Love you, Iggy. How you doing, my friend? 10 away, Lummy. 10 away.
Hey, man.
I like it more than Michael Jordan's a slapper.
Yeah. That's what he's into. Okay, so those guys are cheap.
Tiger's pretty cheap, too.
Tiger Woods is cheap.
Yeah.
Man, he's laying it all out.
He's cheap.
You've named two of the richest guys of all time. Tiger Woods is cheap?
I think that's why they're rich. They don't tip. It's a fine line. It's a very fine line. Yeah.
That's their secret, right?
That's their secret to being rich. They don't tip.
Very nice. Have you talked to Tiger about it?
I have not. First of all, you're good, too. You're not the easiest going guy either when it comes to tipping. You said that, didn't you?
Well.
That's an absolute lie. I make it rain.
Yeah, quarters.
Shut up. Well, it's raining, isn't it? Doesn't matter what denomination.
So anyway, how far are we? Let me check again. I got the up-to-date stats right here. We are 6 away.
Oh my gosh.
Six away.
I'm glad to be here for this.
Yeah, me too. I'm glad you're here, my friend.
Terrifying moments at the home of singer Rihanna. Authorities say the 38-year-old.
This goes right along the lines of Bella, your daughter. There weren't shots fired into your home, but there was a guy trying to get in. It's just as evasive.
Now
There was a guy at the back door, rattling the door to get in.
With burglary equipment in his backpack.
Right.
But now she's got an atlas and is going to put a cap on anybody who comes around there.
Superstar was home in her Beverly Hills mansion when a woman drove up to the house and opened fire.
And I think the woman had an AR-15.
What?
I think she had.
Yeah, I believe so.
I think she had an AR-15. Yeah.
Two shootings just occurred.
5 away.
Approximately 10 shots heard. EPR believes the shots came from across the street.
Officers say a woman in a Tesla started shooting an AR-style weapon around 1:15 in the afternoon.
We know
multiple
a chick
bullet holes
that had a machine gun recently.
Yeah, we need to.
Oh, jeez.
You're flapping your gums way too much.
I'm just saying. Jeez.
Lucky his daddy's in surgery right now. Didn't I hear that?
I'm sure he
inside
heard
of
it.
Rihanna's home.
Oh my God! Look at the
Wow.
bullet! Look at the bullet hole.
That's
We're told
legit.
none of the bullets penetrated.
Suspect number 1 is a female Hispanic, blonde hair, 30 years.
Police using a helicopter to quickly identify the car and followed the driver to a local mall.
Drivers out of the vehicle, units are approaching the vehicle.
Copy that. One suspect in custody.
Officers then taking the suspect into custody without incident. It's unclear if Rihanna's 3 young children or her partner, A$AP Rocky, were also home. A$AP Rocky was acquitted of 3 criminal charges last year after being accused of firing shots at his former friend, A$AP Relly.
Authorities are now trying to determine a motive for yesterday's shooting.
Here's the nut job that did it.
Yeah.
And I don't really even have time to go through her 13 minutes, but this is the woman that blew off 10 rounds into Rihanna's home.
Man.
Today is day 6.
Again, this is the woman that was arrested. I don't know if she was trying to kill Rihanna. I don't know if she was just...
10 shots in the house. I'd definitely say you're trying to not make them feel good.
Seth, what do you think? are these beauty queen
Yeah,
trophies?
that's what they are. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like beauty pageant trophies.
Yeah.
Okay.
All those beauty pageant trophies should go to Rihanna. I really hope that this lady never sees the light of day again.
No
The
doubt.
Praying Woman's Journal. This is 60 days of
Just with those nails alone.
I was just going to say
those
that.
nails
That's
alone
crazy.
should be a local violation.
prayer channel, and we are here on day 60, January 25th. Be still and know that I am God.
Let me know that we just hit 14,100, so we are officially
Yes.
going to start handing out some stuff here momentarily, and we're going to do it via chat.
All right.
If you want this 3-pack prize pack for us hitting 140,000 subs, just type in me or I want. And it will go. The chat will be going crazy. It'll be going as quickly as I wish it would always be going. Just type in me or I want. That's all. Now you got to learn how to. You got to follow directions. Me or I want.
Oh, boy.
Let me get to this story and then we'll figure this out.
I am exalted among the nations. I am exalted in the earth. Indeed, truly you are highly exalted, God, all over the world, in every nation and all over the earth. Scripture reflections. Indeed, let the praises rise.
Oh, she's crazy.
Indeed, let the praises rise.
Let the praises rise, and also the 223 bullets that I'm firing from my AR-15.
Questions on my mind. Can we continue? Can we continue proclaiming Jesus in videos? Of course we can, but that's my question, because today's day 60 in the Praying Woman's Journal, and we want more.
So
we want more.
Now, I think this is a book that she penned, Seth.
I'm sure its sales are through the roof today. Do we
probably?
Do you feel? Does Rihanna need to move into a community to where just a regular person, a gated community?
Yes.
Or do you put up a higher? Because somebody that's just able to just shoot, do a drive-by or whatever. I don't know.
But if you look,
Rihanna needs to be protected.
I think it's a fortress. I think all of this is concrete wall covered with shrubbery. So I don't think that you can get in.
But I don't even want somebody to be able to have 10 shots.
So you don't even want them in your community. I mean, but.
Well, the good news is that this lady's from Florida, so she traveled out there.
Of course she is.
Will she be extradited here?
Yeah, she's from Orange County.
I think Steve, in the latest trials and tribulations that he's been dealing with, the most crazy bitches come from Florida.
Amen to that.
I mean, we have a crazy bitch factor of about times. We have to have the craziest bitches of, and add a little attractiveness to that. And it only intensifies the craziness. I don't have to go through this crazy bitch. She was arrested.
I've been cleaning up crazy bitch messes for decades
20
with you
years.
guys. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That's a billboard right there.
Yeah. It's true.
It's true. Diaco Law, we'll clean up your crazy bitch problem.
Better call Steven.
crazybitchmesses.com.
I'm going to go into words, and then when we come back, we're coming straight out with handing out 10 different prize packs to 10 different people to celebrate our 140,000th subscriber on our YouTube channel. Thank you so very much.
That's sick.
Also, if you're not subscribed, please go over and subscribe and get a notification. It's free. It's youtube.com/The Bubba Army. Everything we got, with the exception of our TikTok, is at The Bubba Army. All of our numbers are growing. Instagram. Our TikTok numbers. We got 1.5 million likes on that.
Yeah.
I was kind of looking into that yesterday. I'm like, that's actually pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's doing well.
It's amazing.
So thank you, everybody.
Yep.
Follow us everywhere that you can. Our Instagram numbers have been, I think when Seth first kind of came back and started kind of helping with it, it was like, 15,000, Seth? Something like that?
Yeah, a lot of the content was pictures from Anna and Blitz's weekend, but we've tried to get, some different stuff up there now.
If you want a deep dive into the Bubba the Love Sponge show from the past, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com. We'll be back after these words.
Yeah, this is a real job, Bubba. No joke.
Oh, yeah, no shit.
This is a real job, brother. I love my switch. Well, you can't. What do you call it? Just a blade?
Yeah, just a retractable gimmick.
I know you're working, but I do love it. Thank you for mine. Very cool. Fun show.
All right, guys, so when we come back, me, or I want, and I'm picking out 10 of you. Tyler Black. I'm just typing in names right now. Dirk Burchett. Ziggy. By the way, Lisa 84. I'm just looking here. She's just going so fast. Grouper Lips. Zep. I didn't even see what the last numbers are. Jeffrey Dunn, I think. Glowbug. I can't even fucking see. Jaden. I think like 12, 11 or something. Oh my God, I can't even fucking. James Meyer. Berto Perez, that's how you get notice is you throw up a fucking little super chat of $5. Mike from Mass. Oh my God. Thuggish Ruggish Nerd, I think it was. Thuggish Ruggish. Was it Nerd? Or Ned? I don't know. Permagron? Rob Woody? Robbie? He won? Well, no, I'm inputting their names right now. Okay. Something Thompson. I think it was like Trace Thompson. Stop and Go Steve. Oh my God, I can't even see them.
Man, they're flying by.
Sicilian Redneck. Cromwell something. Like 564. Joe Dirt. I missed, somebody just sent me some money and I missed it. I need Lummy in here immediately.
Smoke
711.
Lummy needs to be in here immediately and quit jacking his dick. Get in here, Lummy.
On your
I'm
mind.
sorry, Bubba.
Lummy's doing stuff.
Oh, look at that.
Hierarchy.
He was building shit back there. Building shit, man.
Lummy, have no idea what I'm up to right now. While you were gone,
I could hear you in the back.
attention Bubba Army, Friday, March 20th at 6:35. We're all gathering to watch the New York Yankees take on the Baltimore Orioles at Steinbrenner Field. Normally your $80 ticket is only $45, which includes your seat, your hot dog, a soda, a beer, a water, and access to this private bar where you can get more. I'm going to be there. Everybody's going to be there. Go to our Facebook page and scan the QR code. Friday, March 20th, Yankees, Orioles, be there.
Banned in all 50 states and 100 countries. We're back to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Lummy, so while you were gone, do you have an idea because you said you could hear me. Do you have an idea what I'm doing right now?
Yeah, you're calling out people plus hierarchy 65 with $100.
Oh my God, hold on. You need to go to all
Nice.
the super chats because I told him if you put a little super chat up there like a $5, that's a little bit bigger of it has a bigger, like your name looks bigger, but I missed a bunch.
Ashley Cooley, $20.
I think I got her.
Rieto Ferraro, $5. Rieto Ferraro.
Rieto Ferraro. Okay, I just added him to the list. So let me
Smoke 7-Eleven, $5.
I got him.
You love a prize wheel, don't you, Sponge?
I do. And look
Mouse Ski 07 gifted a membership.
Hold on, who?
Mouse Ski 07.
Mouse Ski 07. Boom. And so, Lummy, you can see I'm building one hell of a virtual online list because that's what you got to go with. Now, let me just for like a few more minutes, Daniel Harvard.
Glowbug, $10.
All right, got her added. So let me everybody right now just start, putting me or I want, and we're going to.
Berto Perez, $20.
Is that Ziggy 30?
Iggy, Ned's his herpes, $10.
No, did I just see a Ziggy?
Ziggy, yes.
Ziggy 30
yes.
or just Ziggy 30? Okay. And Iggy, what's Iggy's screen name?
Iggy McGillicuddy.
Iggy, we just put Iggy.
Mouse Ski 007 gifted 5 memberships.
Bright House Farms, right?
Bright Farm, Johns Island.
Bright Farms, Johns Island. All right.
Chris Rowland.
Chris Rowland. They're going so fast, Seth, that you can't even really
I know this.
Rob Green, $100.
Rob Green. Boom.
You just get a prize pack if you throw in 100 right now.
Well, yeah.
Well,
really? I can't really say that.
Sorry.
Let me probably Smoke 771. You legitimately, and as you people are entering your names, you're watching it.
Brian Schmidt, Henny Jacks, $20.
Schmidt, and who else?
Henny Jacks.
Henny Jacks.
Seth Cush, $75, $50.
Jeffrey Dunn, $5.
All right, okay. Jeffrey Dunn.
Yes.
Jeffrey.
Oh, you already have him on there. I
do?
I see him on there.
Okay, Jeffrey Dunn. Okay, I think that's. I mean, do we need to go a little bit? I mean, that's quite a bit.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good. We got to put Tina May in there.
Dan K, $5.
Dan K. Tower Dog.
Oh, Tower Dog's in.
Yeah, I just saw his name, Tower Dog.
Wow.
Jaden. I already got Jaden in there. Mud Flea. Let's put Mud Flea in there. I'm just trying to pick up. All right, there we go. I think we got. Do we have
T-shirt Will, $10.
T-shirt Will. Okay. Is that it? And are we good?
Yeah, looks like it.
We can start handing out prize packs now. Sorry, everybody. Just stop with the me gimmick. I got everybody locked in. Do I do add wheel now? Let me right here. Is that what I do? Add wheel.
I think you just hit the mouse on the wheel.
Yeah, you just click the spin.
Now, how many of these are you giving away? How many?
10.
Wow, okay.
10.
Nice.
So, Lummy, I feel like since I'm giving 10, should I maybe add some more people to it? Greg Robinson. Okay, I'm just looking at names here. I'm just over
Lummy's assed up birthday cake, $5.
Hold on. Lummy's assed up birthday cake. Okay.
Jeez.
Pappy Jasper.
Yeah.
Pappy Jasper. Okay, that's good. We're good.
Some people are hearing their screen names said out loud for the first time ever and are really reassessing
Black guy
everything.
in Cali.
Black guy in Cali.
Yeah.
All right.
You're right, Seth. Some people are hearing their names for the very first time, and they're like, wow, this is kind of cool. Cindy, I missed it. I missed it.
You don't know Jake, $10.
John Campbell, I saw him. You don't know Jay?
You don't know Jake.
You don't know Jake.
Hey, is there any footage of Brandon the Quad's comedy set from Friday night?
He was supposed to get it over to us.
Oh, damn it.
All right, so here we go, Lummy. We're giving 10 of these away, okay? And so everybody, now Lummy, here's the deal. Once I call out your name, you have to acknowledge that you heard it, or we'll give it to somebody else. So you got like a minute to say what? That's me, or thank you, or what?
Yeah, you got to, we got to see your screen name. Myers Mike, $10, and then you got to email us so we can get a hold of you.
Myers Mike.
Chub It Up Spice, $10.
Chub It Up Spice.
Dick Face McGee, $5.
Is that really a thing?
Yep.
Dick Face McGee. I really think I think he just screwed. Is that real, Seth?
It's real to me. Damn it.
Okay. All right, here we go. We got to stop. We got to stop. Lummy, how are we going to now, once we call out your name?
Benji, $20.
Benji. It was like
276.
276. Okay.
Roddy the limo driver, 40 shekels.
All right, Lummy, once we call out your name, you've got to reappear on chat and say, I won. Okay?
Yes.
In all caps, I won. Then, Lummy, what, did they have to reach out to the show?
Yes.
And you're going to have a master list of the winners. And how would they reach out to the show? Bubba at the...
show at BubbaArmyHQ.com.
So if you win... You need to first type in Dirt Merchant. Quit. All these people are putting I won. I feel like disqualifying you. For anybody that does this, I lost. Exactly. So if you do an I won and you erroneously did not win, you're going to get disqualified. So only type in I won if you really did win, okay? And at that point, you need to email us show at BubbaArmyHQ.com, your screen name, so we can compare it with the screen name that indeed was the winner, and get that to the merch crick, and she will literally, I promise you, if you do this by the end of the show today, it will be in the mail today. I promise you. And
That's sick.
It's a $49 or $39 bottle of Bubba Army Alpha Volume 26. It is the 9-inch retractable Mexican-inspired switchblade, and it is the Ridge wallet. That is, I think, what, $21.99, Lummy, something like that.
Yeah.
A three pack that we've never done before. For us hitting 140,000 subscribers, thanks to the kindness of y'all. Here we go.
Now, some of these people didn't give anything, right? There's a bunch of names up there.
They gave nothing. Okay, let me hold on.
All right.
Oh,
Black guy in Cali.
Nice.
Black guy in Cali. So now, Black guy in Cali, you got a minute to say I won, which means it means they're still listening and still participating. I just I don't want them to have put their name in and just walked away. So Black guy from Cali, you have exactly a minute to type in I won. I should probably reset the clock. And if you don't type in I won,
but we know that's a real person who's been listening for years.
Yeah, he's always in chat, and he was just in here.
Oh, I was just trying to make it even harder, guys.
Well, I just admitted it. I mean, that's it. I mean,
all right, black guy in Cali. You so let me now I'll remove his name. Black guy in Cali.
Yep.
So boom, you don't have to type in I1. You don't have to type in I1. That's just
Yeah, black guy in Cali
he
just said it.
All right, here we go. Here's number 2. We're giving 10 of these away. 10 triple prize packs.
Berto
Perez. By the way, if you wanted to, if you get shut out and you don't get anything, you can always go to Bubba Army merch, Bubba Army store, BubbaArmyShop.com, and pick this stuff out yourself. But these 10 lucky people get a 3-pack, which consists of a knife, cologne, and a Ridge wallet, all Bubba Army inspired. And we so far, let me have 2 different people. We have 8 more to go. Here we go.
Vito, $20.
Jimmy Cleveland. Nice. Jimmy Clevis loves his knife. I know that. He plays with it all the time.
Hey, Rob Woody.
I love me some Jimmy Clevis. Rob Woody is number 3. Here's my number 4th one. Hold on.
Brian
Schmidt. Brian Schmidt. Is that 4 or 5?
4.
No, it's number 4.
That's 4. Here's my 5th one. Halfway there.
Oh.
No. T-shirt Will. T-shirt Will, that prize pig.
That horny little rascal.
Running 2 bitches deep. My little threesome Willie. Is that my 5th one, Lummy? We're halfway there. Here we go. And again, Steve, a lot of these people gave nothing. We just saw them scrolling up there.
That's very cool.
Hold on. Oh, Tyler Black. Tyler Black is my 6th.
By the way, I think you should start giving away stuff for 4 hours, maybe one show, because this is the least people have bitched in a long time.
Right? No, there'll be a forum about how stupid it really is.
Well, yeah, of course.
But still, let me Mouskio 7 is my 7th. Here is my 8th. You're right, Seth. This is the most people have gotten along since the whatever. Is this my 8th?
Daniel.
No.
Wow.
It's are you writing these down?
Yeah. Riato Fierro.
Riato Fierro.
So I think that's Vito.
All right, here's number 9.
Can we do 20 prize packs?
And hold on.
That's Pappy.
Hold on.
Pappy Jasper by a hair.
Pappy Jasper by a hair. And here is my last one. I mean, let's give 12.
12!
Let's give 12.
Yeah.
Let's give 12.
Oh, is that going to
the... be Stop and Go Steve? Stop and Go Steve. That's 10. 2 more to go, and we are officially over.
The fun never stops.
A 3-pack. Hold on, Lummy.
Chris.
Chris Rowland. Again, a Ridge wallet, a 9-inch retractable Bubba Army knife that I have right here, and also the newest volume of cologne, which is Bubba Army Alpha Volume 26. This is our final one, the 12th one. And thank you so much for letting us or helping us hit the 140,000th subscriber on. Let me see if
don't go on following now. We know how you guys
That's
operate.
Amazing.
That's what I'm worried about. We're 10 to the good. We're 10 to the
nice.
good. So here we This is the last one. This is the last one, and it goes to John Campbell.
Okay.
John Campbell. There you go. Boom.
That's awesome.
Thank you to everybody that participated. And you will get a bottle of Alpha, which is there. You will get the retractable knife, which is there. And you will get the reinvented design men's wallet, slim, minimalistic, and seamless card case. Blocks RFID, scammers, holds 12 cards. That is the Bubba Ridge wallet, Ridge inspired.
Oh, that blocks the where they steal your info. Wow, that's sick.
Where they try.
Yeah, that's killer.
Congratulations to all. Thank you so very much. We appreciate
awesome.
you. When I come back, let me We'll get into Trump says the war is almost over, and the Ohio State president the president of Ohio State University, Ted Carter, who had only been there a year, lost his $1.2 million job because he was blasting some podcaster. And we'll get into both of those next.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
If you want 24/7 on-demand Bubba and the crew, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
Nice people.
Nice people.
That's the nicest they've gotten along, Seth, since at the start of the show.
I know. If people keep saying, like, I wanted shit, then we don't have to see, like, hey, this sucks, move on, and all that. I say it's about 1 4-hour-long prize bonanza.
It was, they enjoyed it. That was fun.
Stumpy 62, 71 months. Dave the Slave, 90 months.
Stumpy. I got a good caper for the podcast today.
Oh, good.
It's a lot of moving parts. But mostly it's Lummy's fault.
Oh, yeah, it's always mine.
And we'll tell you, come up at 10:30.
Congrats, Buckhead Kelly.
Where's our podcast today, Lummy? That people watch it live. Twitch. What's up, Lou?
YouTube and Twitch.
What's up, Rocky?
How often do you guys do the podcast?
Every day.
Every day.
We do a podcast every day, but we have.
Well, no, I mean, like me and Bubba, like we do one Monday, Tuesday. Then I do one with Brian on Thursday. And then we've got other ones that we put up.
Mummy's on Wednesdays and Fridays. So every day we have a person from the show doing a podcast.
That's sick. Well, if you guys ever want me to sit in on one, I'd love to see how that works. That's cool.
Yeah.
Is it just the two of you guys? Do you do guests and call in?
We just fuck around.
We should probably do guests, to be honest.
Yeah.
Dave Slave, 90 months.
Lemmy, did you email me the SCAG?
Yes.
Okay.
How's the podcast taking off, Seth? I mean, good numbers on that?
The podcast has kind of been cannibalized by the visual aspect of it. So
yeah, it's to me it's more. I used to just be about the audio downloads, but it's really like it's more just about the streaming and the visual at this point. So,
but yours doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I would say the numbers probably are going down as far as just the audio portion.
I think there's a moment where you guys are going to take off in that world. Your content's as good as any podcast out there.
We got so many different things that we're doing.
Yeah, it's a lot of moving parts.
But
what's up, Kathy?
See here, Randy.
Tyler Black.
A lot of our stuff is really built to kind of just live in the Bubba Army world, you know?
Yeah.
Like Bubba's crime podcast is the one that has the most potential to get out of that shell.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it has like a niche, it has like a theme. All of our podcasts are just about
us, the continuing of the show, basically.
Right.
So we're trying to build that crime deal. Here's the thing about the crime deal is it may only get 5,000 or 6,000 views, but it'll get 30 subscribers because it's brand new stuff. Because it's like completely out of our world.
Yeah.
So the subscribers are really the number that Whereas a regular show may only pick up 4 subscribers.
What's up, Bray Farm?
What's up, Bray Farm?
I'm not in the world of podcasts. How long is a podcast typically? Like, do you guys do an hour?
From 1 to 3 hours.
Shit.
Some of mine go 3.
Okay.
We could do a half an hour to Bubba does like 3-hour ones.
Hey, it's Bubba. One of the hardest things to find is some heavy equipment, whether it's a tractor, excavator, front-end loader, it doesn't matter. Sometimes virtually impossible to find the right one. Well, let me give you a heads up. They're called RentPro, RENTPRO.com, RentPro.com. 4 convenient locations: Quitman, Georgia; Ocala, Florida; Tallahassee, Florida; Gainesville, Florida. Rentals. Purchase outright. I'm talking everything from a small tractor to a John Deere 9R series. Look them up now. RentPro.com. Tell them Bubba Army.
I love everything about the show. Every day for 4 hours, man. It just makes time fly by.
Gotta be Bubba.
This is awesome. I love it.
And I spent about 2 hours in my car when it's supposed to be a 20-minute break.
Yeah.
Bubba the Love Sponge.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Today's podcast will be available on, well, of course, YouTube, if you're a subscriber. Also, BubbaArmyHQ.com. But we also put it up, the Clem and Kush, we put that up on Twitch, real time. If you don't catch it real time for free, then you're not going to ever see it again unless you're a subscriber to the other 2 that I just mentioned. So, doing things a little bit different, a constant moving target. That'll be about 10:20 today. Then, Lummy, I got a Bubba one-on-one podcast with a guy named Tampa Tony. He's a famous rapper and drug cartel and been to prison, and it's like a, it's the standard Bubba, template of prison / drugs, / inside crime kind of deal.
But he had some big hits in Tampa, man.
Did he really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Tampa Tony did?
He did some shows for Wild back in the day. I know Wild played him on the radio. I mean, he was definitely a thing.
I'm gonna have to ask him about that.
You should,
because Matt Cox interviewed him, and then Matt said, "Hey, have you ever heard of Bubba the Love Sponge?" And Tampa Tony was like, "Oh my God, I'd love to do Bubba's show." And then Matt Cox got us together, and now we're doing a show.
Greg D, $20.
So today, that usually takes about a week to get up after, because Gary Cantrell's so busy and what have you. So you look for the Tampa Tony thing probably, maybe later this week, Lummy. Sometimes Gary Cantrell gets it out a little quicker.
Well, it depends. We got a couple in the hopper, too.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Obama commuted a sentence.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. Look at that.
I did not know that.
Keep juking.
I will make sure I bring that up. The Ohio State University president, Ted Carter, steps down amidst an inappropriate relationship. Ohio State President Walter Ted Carter, who was just most recently the president of Nebraska University, has resigned after disclosing to university trustees that he had an inappropriate relationship with a woman who was seeking public resources to support her public I think her podcast. Right?
Yes.
And was he blasting her?
That's the alleged.
That's how you get a podcast.
Was it that young girl?
I think it was this girl right here.
Golly, man. I know, but he's ancient compared to her.
Well, yeah. Here, I think I got a news story on the deal.
News from Ohio. The full story behind Ohio State's president resignation just got a whole lot messier. Ted Carter didn't just have an inappropriate relationship. He blew up a $1.5 million job and a 45-year marriage over.
Yeah, he was making $1.5 million a year. Been married to his wife for 45 years.
Local podcaster with a tiny audience.
Idiot.
Meet Chrysanthi Vlachos. She hosts the Call Out podcast, focused on veterans. Carter, a retired naval aviator, appeared in 9 of her 14 videos this year alone.
9.
Each episode pulls just a few hundred views. But somehow, this low-budget podcast got major backing from Jobs Ohio, an economic development group that sponsored it. Their statement said the sponsorship went through standard and rigorous legal process.
So if you look at Jobs Ohio, be interesting to know who the Carter guy knows on that board, or maybe even sits on the board or has a friend on the board. And when they're handing out free money for various grants and stuff, that's how stuff works. Steve, you've been on various boards and things like that and commissions.
Oh, yes.
That's how stuff works, isn't it?
It is indeed.
The cozy relationship went way beyond podcast appearances. In January, Vlachos posted a photo from the Student Veterans of America conference in Colorado Springs. There she is in all black leather, smiling next to
Now, she actually looks pretty good there.
Yeah, that's a great shot of her.
Carter and the SVA president. Her caption? My dear friend and mentor. Months earlier, her podcast co-sponsored a veterans performance at Ohio State in partnership with the university and Jobs Ohio. Then, Carter apparently returned the favor. Ohio State sponsored Vlachos' weekend event in Virginia called Gaff and Go Rodeo, connecting veterans to power lineman jobs. Carter spoke at the opening ceremony. A video caption gushed, "There's an intersection between veterans and power linemen I find so special. Walter Ted Carter." Now he's gone. Resigned Monday after admitting he gave inappropriate access to Ohio State leadership to a woman seeking help with her private
these
business.
AI chicks have no emotion.
Yeah, not only that, but like they got the same 4 pictures.
Yeah.
Like, can you put it in like...
I know.
He said he's leaving with his wife of nearly 45 years.
Is that really AI, Seth?
This chick is, yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
she's
hate
AI.
that.
Yeah.
Somebody's typed in the story for her to say.
No, that's a fake person.
Yeah,
But
that's no. And then,
what?
then AI generated a person to deliver the narrative that whoever typed in.
Man, this is getting weird.
The woman he married in 1982, the mother of his children, the one standing beside him at their 35th anniversary vow renewal at the U.S. Naval Academy Chapel. All for a podcaster nobody watched. All for inappropriate access that probably seemed...
So let me, did he admit to the Ohio State trustees and the board that it was just inappropriate access, or was it an inappropriate relationship? See if you can look into it.
harmless.
Here, maybe I'll have it over here. Hold on.
This chick would have been the star of our network.
So hold on, inappropriate relationship. So that's way more than just giving her access and finding her some various free money, various grants and things like that. An inappropriate relationship.
Well, I mean, he was banging her and getting her money. I mean, what's more inappropriate than all that?
I sent you her podcast link if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'll go to that next. Here, let's get this.
The time. All for a relationship that ended a 38-year naval career, a university presidency, and a marriage that survived everything except this.
Except a stupid podcasting bitch.
Vlachos hasn't commented. Jobs Ohio is distancing itself. Ohio State is looking for another president. And Carter is left with a statement full of regret and a future full of questions. 45 years, $1.5 million a year, a legacy as a naval hero.
I mean, look at how highly decorated he is. Look at that. I mean,
he's like leaning. It's so
he went
heavy
to the
on
Naval Academy too. That's like going to Harvard. I mean, he's a genius.
That's like going. That's as hard as like Nick getting into MIT.
But they don't train you for when a cougar in all leather who's a podcaster. They don't train you how to reject her.
They can train you how to dodge bullets and do push-ups and swim 85 miles out to sea.
That's right.
But they don't train you when some cougar comes and wants $35K on a special grant from a Jobs Ohio gimmick.
Over a woman in leather at a conference. Please do like and comment.
All right. So let me. You sent me a copy.
I sent you their main page. if you want to go see her, there's.
By the way, she's got 153 subscribers.
And any company that's given money to that, is there definitely something shady or illegal happening right here?
If you go to videos, Bubba.
All right, videos, okay.
And then go down the Army to lineman because it's kind of her. A lot of these are with him, without her. Right there, Army to lineman, Gretchen Evans.
Which one? Up right here?
Up right above it. That one is there. There she is.
Army and lineman. By the way, this has got. And by the way, Seth, you're right. If you're any company that's trying to get any type of traction, and you give money to a person that garners 76 views in 2 years,
you're going out of business fast.
Yeah, something's up. So now this is
her.
Welcome to the Call Out Podcast. Thank you so much for joining today. The mission of the podcast is to bring veterans, as many veterans as quickly as possible, into the power.
Here's the bad thing about it, because she's blasting some president of the university that has her tied into grants and various things like that. I guarantee you, she makes more money than we do.
Oh, easy.
Utility industry, especially power line work. And today we have joining us 3 very special people. I have a co-host, Gretchen Evans, Command Sergeant Major, retired Gretchen Evans.
Is she Botoxed out? She looks very surprised this whole time.
I don't know. I just don't think she has any talent.
Of getting to know the past few months.
She's got crazy eyes.
Her background, the organization.
Let's.
You
Look at
this
that.
podcast. Thanks for having me on.
Oh hell!
So,
wow.
Wow. What's that?
That's
What is that?
That's probably
Seth, help me.
That's somebody that probably served our country, probably a great person.
Yes.
But I'm going to also say I'm going to make this an audio only podcast if that's what my guest looks like. I'm not the most handsome man ever, but still, come on.
Wow.
That's Gretchen Evans.
Gretchen Evans. Okay.
And I'm guessing that she may be gay. Just a guess.
Now let me
I'll go in on that bet.
Now let me where does the
They come in with drive.
You want to see one with the president? Let me.
Yeah.
Okay.
You looking for the Ohio State guy?
He did 9 of them with her.
He did 9 with her.
And I just sent you one.
Oh, you just sent me one?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I want to see,
how they interact.
Yeah, how they interact.
Well, the thing is that she keeps herself off camera.
What's that?
She looks like she keeps herself kind of off camera, and then she has them on mainly.
And that looks pretty big time right there, Seth. Right? That guy looks like that's the president of Ohio State.
It's as big as it gets.
And to literally put a young man who would be similar to a lineman in a flame retardant suit with a giant Bic lighter to go in a brick box that's about the size of your living room and to light that boiler with that person in the box. Now, I'm still here because I didn't kill that young man.
But then they raised their hands and volunteered to drive up to Iowa or wherever it is to go spend a week living in a cheap hotel.
By the way, this has 662 views after a year.
Oh, that's a big one for her.
Putting power back on for people they don't know. And so that brotherhood, that family, it's not just that you're in.
Listen, I'm all about paying homage to the fine linemen that work for Tico and with the Coochie Power and all Duke Energy and all that. You guys are studs. I know a couple of you personally, and it's dangerous work. It's hard work. You got a great union and what have you. But do we need to have podcasts that are about? Do you know what I'm saying? What are we doing here?
It's connecting military and veterans to the future of energy and utilities.
We're about at the end of the podcast run. I think where everything needs to be a podcast and everybody feels like they can do one because they have access to equipment and they have vocal cords. I think that run is finally coming to an end.
So you think every possible scenario in life that could potentially be entertaining has been exhausted, and now we're military people turning into power linemen might really show you how desperate the podcasting content world truly is.
It's a great niche. You gotta be super niche to try to make money. And look, she clearly had the backing of Jobs Ohio or whatever it was.
So she really probably didn't. The amount of views was insignificant when she's getting all this grant money, right?
Yes.
I mean,
like people tell their story. I've been passionate about linemen and what they do in the energy field. About 120,000 linemen nationwide. About 10% are military veterans. But as Chrysanthi brought up, there's a host of different people.
What about teachers? What about police officers? What about other important jobs?
There.
Why are we sucking the military guys' D? I mean, I'm not the military.
They deserve suckling?
I meant the line.
Well, they're making military guys linemen.
Yeah, that's that. They're.
I know, but that's. So what?
Well, look, it's not something we just brought. It's just part of what the slutty podcaster. I mean,
yeah, true.
We're not trying to bring this to the network. We're just highlighting what she was passionate about.
The nonsense that this bitch is.
She was so passionate about. She banged this guy.
So real quick, or with as much brevity as I can, I joined the Army in 2011. I was 24 at the time, and I was a full-time EMT working in emergency services. And I was very hungry to challenge myself. So the Army seemed like the perfect opportunity to do so. One, to build confidence in my capability, and I wanted to test myself physically. So I enlisted in 2011 and spent 5 years as a combat medic. Was a perfect translation from EMT to combat medic. I very much enjoyed my time doing that. I deployed a few times to
I'm still here because I didn't kill that young man.
No.
But he started the boiler, and it took us 4 hours to get it up to speed.
Okay, enough of all that.
Yeah.
Does that guy get any? Okay. Does that guy get anybody's juices flowing? Any woman's juices flowing?
Yeah, man.
Is it the power aspect?
I don't know. No. It was probably Seth, the power aspect in conjunction with the amount of whip he had to get her potential grant money or things like that. When you're the president of arguably one of the top 5 universities in America, you got a lot of whip. So it probably wasn't because he had the personality of a saltine cracker.
Ugly too.
That's what I'm saying. Like this podcast lady, it seems like she might be like an outlier, but I didn't know if just your maybe average woman in her 40s or 50s sees this guy and says, I could definitely be with this guy if it meant, furthering my career. Are there a lot?
I think there's a lot of that involved.
Yeah, and getting some of that money. He's a powerful, rich guy.
Yeah, I mean, maybe power and maybe
that's attractive.
And listen, she's not necessarily the hottest thing in the world either.
Well, right.
And he's Johnny Crypt Keeper, and he's got a ton of money, and maybe a little bit attractive based on his what he did in the military and what have you. And women are attracted to power too, as well. And he's very powerful.
Yep,
very powerful.
And we begin with a bombshell announcement from the Ohio State University. President Ted Carter resigning after what's described as an inappropriate relationship.
Can you imagine? They still haven't got into
what that means.
Yeah, what that means.
Well,
an inappropriate relationship could be just as simple as he gave her access and found her grant money, and that's it. I mean,
the problem, the university is not providing any of the details. They're keeping it hush-hush. So they have not come out and said it was sexual in nature, but it's assumed that it was
Carter
sexual.
spending a little.
Well, he did testify in front of the Ohio State Board of Trustees.
Yes,
and he offered his resignation. They accepted. So I would say that they may keep it in house, and we may not ever know. But I don't know necessarily that they fire you unless you got your wiener out. Unless your wiener's involved, I think they can probably work through most of that stuff, but I think the wiener,
that's a bridge too far.
A little more than 2 years at the helm. ABC6's Tom Bosco joining us live on campus. Tom, you were the only reporter at the Board of Trustees meeting when Carter somehow submitted his resignation over the weekend. This coming as a major surprise. Nobody saw this coming.
That is for sure, Terry. We were indeed at that meeting. We knew that meeting had been hastily called, but had no idea what was being.
I wonder who outed them. I wonder how they got caught.
discussed in that.
Because, Seth, her podcast would be pretty much under the radar just because there's nobody that's watching it or anything like that.
Yeah,
So-
I'm wondering if they met because she might have asked him to be a guest, and maybe that's how it all started.
I'm sure. I'm positive.
Meeting and had no idea afterward either. Now we definitely know what they were talking about. We had the only camera there as the board gavelled into a session, then immediately went into executive session. There was no word after the meeting as to what was discussed or what.
Now, Steve, when you're on a board of trustees for a major university, okay, how many people does that usually consist of? 10 to 12?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, because I know you've been on, you were on the Crosstown Commission,
Yes.
and your father was on the Airport Commission.
That's right.
And various things like that. But at the end of the day, that is the end all be all. That's probably the only person that can fire the president, right?
For sure.
So, do they do it by vote? It has to be is there different procedures for
and that sounds like they went into a confidential meeting after they did roll call. They broke into a private meeting and then probably laid out all the salacious details and said, we're going to fire you or you can quit.
Now, what's the advantage of that? Meaning, okay, let's say they come to you and say, okay, you can either resign or we're going to fire you. I mean, would a resignation maybe you'd get a better severance package, whereas firing could be for cause and you might not get a severance package?
Correct. And then they're going to put a lot more detail if it's going to be
a firing.
Right. And
whereas if it's a resignation,
we're guessing they had something to do with each other, but we don't know.
But they don't have to necessarily because it's not for cause because he's resigning.
He's fallen on the sword.
Expired. Again, now we know. President Ted Carter revealing to the board that he had an inappropriate relationship with a woman, the nature of which isn't exactly clear. In a statement to campus, Carter said, "For personal reasons, I have made the difficult decision to resign from my role as the president of the Ohio State University. I disclosed to the Board of Trustees that I made a mistake in allowing inappropriate access to Ohio State leadership."
Okay, so far, that's not Wiener related.
Nope.
A woman who was trying to start up a business. Now, I followed up with OSU officials asking if this was some kind of romantic or intimate relationship.
Oh, this guy's really, this guy here.
Investigator.
Relationship, and the response from the communications office was, "I don't know," but the board determined that it was inappropriate. On campus, students we talked to were surprised by the announcement and told us how they learned.
I was sitting in property class and someone in front of me said Ted Carter just resigned, and then everyone kind of gasped, and then we got an email talking about the resignation.
You're pretty much just sending out a mass email telling everybody that your president's engaging in misconduct. It's just not good,
Now, the Board of Trustees, in its letter accepting Carter's resignation, said the board was surprised and disappointed to learn about this. The board also saying that a plan to replace Carter will be revealed in the next few days. One other tidbit that we just learned in the last couple of minutes is that Ted Carter himself was not at that meeting on Saturday, had previously informed the board about...
Would he send his counsel, Steve?
Yes. Yep.
About this relationship, and then the board determined that it was inappropriate. And
I'm telling you right now, it's sexual.
Yeah,
I'm just telling you.
I'm guessing. That's what I think.
It's sexual.
Yeah,
in my opinion,
you can clean up the rest of the stuff.
Yeah, you can clean up the rest of the stuff. I'm trying to help a woman. It's military. It's linemen. It's getting military people back on their feet after leaving the military on a good paying union job, a highly skilled a trade skill that they can take anywhere. I gave her access to various interviews that she may or may not have ever been able to get, but it's not that big a deal. But I got she took my wiener around the farm. That's inappropriate.
Of course, was here just over 2 years. He replaced Christina Johnson. She abruptly resigned her position, reportedly forced out of her role as president.
So the president before him was Christina Johnson, Lummy, and she left abruptly.
Yeah.
Maybe she was kicking it out live.
Scandals.
Maybe.
There's much more to dig into on this. We're going to have more.
When you can't even be the president of a university and get a little side ass.
Not anymore.
You can't get. I mean, side ass will get you fired.
Yeah, in the good old days, that was just
That's
don't
just
talk
the way
about
That's
it.
the way it worked.
At 12:30. Stay with us for that.
I mean, in the good old days, and I know that I'm being very, 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 very male chauvinistic here. And I'm saying that it's not appropriate for me to feel this way and or say these things. But just think about like in the 70s and the 80s, how many hot secretaries were getting bent over their desk at lunchtime by the CEO of the company.
That was
and that's
normal.
That's what she was doing.
Yep.
No, and she didn't say anything. He didn't say anything.
For now, live on your.
And again, I'm not trying to say that that's right. I'm not trying to say that that's something that, I stand by. I'm just saying I know
it was
happened.
commonplace, though.
Side on campus. I'm Tom Bosco, ABC 6 News.
All right, Tom, thanks so much. With Carter out at Ohio State.
Yeah, usually when you're a president of a university, you have a badass house.
That's pretty badass.
On the university.
Yep.
At Florida State, Steve, where you went with Jay, did the university
the president's house was sick.
It was
a mansion. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And guarded too, wasn't it?
Yep.
We went by his home in Bexley to try to speak with him. Our crew there didn't see any activity at the president's mansion. In a statement released by the university, Carter said, quote, "Linda and I leave Ohio State with gratitude and appreciation for this wonderful community. It has been an honor to serve as this university's 17th president, and we wish the university ongoing success."
I'm just trying
You signed up for our push alerts. You received.
I'm just trying to keep my marriage intact right now because this bitch is going to get half.
Yep.
Hi, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, Bubba, it's Sniz.
Sniz.
What's going on, brother?
What's up, Sniz?
Hey, I want to give you the Iggy, man, on Dark Match Steve's new parody. It's called Groping. I Got Groped on a Plane. It's pretty good.
Okay. Well, he's not offered.
You can find it on YouTube.
Well, he's not offered it to me yet, so until he offers it to me, I can't play it.
Well, he's saying you can grab it off of TikTok or YouTube and play it.
Well, you can also
it's
give
good,
it.
Man.
You could also give it to me too, as well. I'm not going to be searching after all of his stuff. If he wants,
all right, I'll tell him, brother.
If he wants me to play it, get it to Lummy.
All right, bro.
Hi, you're on the air. Mm-hmm.
Good call.
Good call. Appreciate you. Thank you.
The U.S. president has given conflicting signals around how long the war will last, after first declaring the conflict is pretty much complete.
Do we all agree that the sooner he can get this over, the better for everything?
Of course.
The sooner he can just completely obliterate them, they have no resources of militariness back. They have no way to fight back. At that point, I think you can probably start pulling the strings on who the hell you want to be in charge over there, or at least a group of people for the Iranians to be able to vote for that does not include his son. And I mean, the sooner this can get, if this could get wrapped up by Friday, that'd be great.
It probably will. And I've never seen in my lifetime, maybe you guys can give an example of a president that has had this kind of attack when we're, potentially in a war. I've never seen so much hate going his way, and like, oh, the gas is up, and oh, this is, and like, man, we're a week into this thing. Like,
well, the gas is up.
Of course it is, but it's just like, of course I agree with that too, but it is expected when you have, the Straits of Hormuz.
But that's the biggest racket going.
It is, and it'll come right back down. Watch.
And here's the deal: what the biggest racket going is some kind of natural disaster happens now, and tomorrow gas goes up, when realistically it takes over 90 days for a barrel of oil that's pumped out of the ground to get refined and into the gas station. So like realistically, what is it now? March, April, May. So June, Lummy, the oil that they're pumping out of the ground right now and selling for $90 a barrel compared to $60 should affect June prices, not now.
Well, good thing is right now today the barrel of oil is down. It's down back to $90.
Yeah, but John, like Haji down there at the local 7-Eleven, like that oil's costing him, like that gas is costing him anymore. I
You
just
met at Haji?
No, I'm just saying.
What's Haji doing?
Like the gas to get shipped into Port of Tampa, like it changed overnight. No, it takes 3 weeks just to get here. Like the gas that they are delivering.
Why don't you go electric then, big boy?
Donald Trump then told a press conference that the US hasn't won enough. Senior correspondent Lisa Raymer.
I just want to let you tell you we haven't won by a wide enough victory yet. We're up 2 touchdowns. I'd like to be up 6.
It's time for Trump to roll that Tesla out that he got from Musk, and it's time to say, let's get back on board with these.
Yeah.
Like a wartime shooting star, residents of Iran now scan the skies for the next missile to fly past.
Wow!
Firepower continues to rain down on Tehran. America and Israel unrelenting in their pursuit of an unconditional surrender.
We're going to have a much safer world as soon as it's finished, and it's going to be finished pretty quickly.
Donald Trump today declared that 5,000 Iranian targets have been hit, and the remaining targets could be taken out in one day.
We took a little excursion because we felt we had to do that to get rid of some evil. And I think you'll see it's going to be a short-term excursion. How good is our military, right? Amazing. How good. Short-term. Short-term.
But in a war where every minute matters, how long is short-term? The president quick to confuse hopes, saying it does not mean days, and avoiding questions on if it means weeks.
We've already won in many ways, but we haven't won enough.
What the commander-in-chief did make clear today was that he is not happy with Iran's new supreme leader.
This guy, his shelf life.
Yeah.
This guy's done.
I thought he's already been wounded.
Yeah, and he's in hiding.
Has he really?
Yeah. He's in the caves or mountains.
He got clipped?
Some people think he's dead.
I was disappointed to see their choice.
Russia's President Vladimir Putin.
Oh, let's see what Vladdy says.
Putin feels otherwise, publicly offering his unwavering support to the new Ayatollah. On the same day,
oh, this ain't good.
He spoke to Trump in what was described as a frank and constructive conversation.
He wants to be helpful.
Australia's Prime Minister has also earned Trump approval points for helping keep the Iranian women's football team safe. Competing in Australia when the war began, the team chose not to sing the national anthem, risking the wrath of the regime. Now Australia has given asylum.
Hold on, so there was a women's soccer team. Was the Israeli?
No, they're Iranian.
So the Iranian soccer team was allowed to compete in a game.
The Asian Cup.
In the Asian Cup, but they didn't sing their own national anthem in fear of what? I mean, like,
no, there's no fear. They were protesting.
They were protesting it.
Oh,
just like Capper, like they were protesting it.
Meaning, like they don't agree with the current regime, and they're more towards what America's doing.
Yes. Yeah, they're branded as traitors, and now.
Right, so they probably would have been, I don't know, raped, beheaded, thrown in jail when they got back, and now it looks like Australia's letting them chill there.
Yeah, they applied for asylum.
Oh, great.
5 players, while the others have chosen to return home following threats.
Oh, man, I would not go.
I wouldn't want to be them.
Going home.
Well, the regime is probably got to be focused on other things than killing soccer players right now. There's barely a regime. I think you're more focused on staying alive at this point.
Right.
Families, if they didn't. The Iranian regime is digging in. Overnight, they hit Bahrain's only oil refinery, and close to the capital, more than 30 people were injured, including children. Defiance has flooded the streets of Tehran, with regime hardliners pledging loyalty to their new leader, even as bombing continued close to where they rallied.
Our message is that we will fight for him and his ideology.
Okay, well, we're going to see how that works out for you.
And God willing, bring the region under our control until the last drop of our blood.
The voices of dissent only heard.
Now, wasn't it just his father that was killing people for protesting and questioning the government, and women couldn't have really talk. And
yes,
I mean,
making gay men have sex changes, and then they become prostitutes to be whored out to the men. I mean, it's the most vile society, and there's good people in Iran. I can't believe there's that many diehards still behind this lunatic.
All the good people need to get out of there.
Under the cover of darkness, with shouts of death to Mojtaba Khamenei. Having inherited the most dangerous job in the world, the new Ayatollah remains in hiding. His father, who he succeeds, and his mother and wife have all already been killed.
I'm not a very smart person, but if my mom and my wife and my dad have all taken a lick, and I've put myself in charge.
And this guy's wounded. I mean, there's no power structure right now.
No.
The Supreme Leader and his regime now in a fight to outlast a U.S. president with an ever-changing endgame.
Hi, who's this? Go ahead.
Hey, Bubba, it's John Doe, retired 5-0. I just got some information about the gas station and stuff. Might make you feel a little bit better.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so I got a buddy who used to have an Exxon station. And the way it works is, a gas station, especially a convenience store type gas station, is really like four businesses. It's beer, it's the food, it's the gas, and then it's the lottery. And the gas is really not a very high profit item for them.
No, as a matter of fact, hold on. As a matter of fact, they often it's a loss leader or a break even or make a cent or two a gallon to get people in for the other three. I know that, and there's a rack rate that you pay from the Port of Tampa, and so yes, I do know that.
Right, and it kind of is a racket, but the way the owners have to deal with it, especially if you're Exxon branded, you have to buy Exxon gas, so you buy it by the tanker full.
Well, I'm not blaming Johnny Convenience Store.
It's not them.
I said maybe I erroneously said that, but no, it's big. It's big oil. It's Exxon. It's Shell. It's BP.
Right.
Those are the people that are gouging us right now. The poor people that I feel sorry for the owners of these gas stations and convenience stores because they catch all the heat because people think that they're jacking the prices up, but they're literally they're selling their gasoline at maybe 2 to 3 cent a gallon profit at best.
Right. And so the price is always changing on the tanker full, and they have to lock it in so they can get their new gas. When they lock that in, whatever the price is, let's say it's $1, okay? That's just for conversation, $1 a gallon. So they have to charge $1 a gallon for whatever they have in their pumps because, like I said, they keep their gas money kind of separate, and they have to figure by the time I'm done selling all the gas that's in my tanks right now, I'm going to have enough revenue from just selling what I have to buy the next tanker full. So as the price goes up, they have to immediately go out there and change the prices on their signs so that when they sell out of the gas that they have, that they have collected enough money. I mean, it's kind of like hand to mouth or,
so
living paycheck to paycheck the way they do the gas.
So I thank you for explaining that to me because I have a better understanding now. The reason why the prices are so volatile here on, locally, and the reason why it goes up 10 cents or a quarter in one day is because the guy's not charging you for what he paid for the gas that's in his tanks. He's forecasting what that next tanker is going to be.
Upfront money.
And so I get, I did not know that, and I have a better understanding of that now. And thank you for that, my friend.
All right, well, you're welcome. I'm glad I can help the show. I listen all the time. Enjoy it. Y'all keep up the great work.
All right, my friend. Get a snorkel next time you're calling. I thought I had somebody else. Did you see this, Lummy? A guy died after cutting off his penis.
Yeah, he seemed a little psychotic.
L.A., baby.
Yeah.
Welcome to L.A. That's some good meth.
Why cut your penis off? Maybe he was making a point.
Was he making a point?
No, he was cutting. He killed himself. He slit his throat, his wrists, and then he also cut his ding-ding off.
Oh, so maybe the ding-ding probably wasn't the one that killed him. His throat. and other cuts probably attributed to him dying.
For sure.
But the penis is the most sexy, glamorous one.
And that's a bleeder too, man. I mean, he may have bled out from the PP.
Oh my.
Hello.
Hey, this is Crazy Higgy. I just wanted to give you guys an insight too. I live in West Virginia, and we have what's called fracking, and so we frack for natural gas everywhere. And my brother and all my family work in those fracking industry. And I'm telling you right now, all they got to do is hit on. Once they hit on and all those wells turn on, there's so much oil in America, we don't need anybody else.
But why aren't we fracking?
We are fracking.
Yeah, but natural gas
the wells
is not
are shut down.
oil.
Now, you look at it, they make 60 different gases out of that gas. My family has 350 acres. We have wells. They make
Man,
oil,
you guys
they
are
make
you're
natural
probably
gas,
you're
they
probably
make everything
loaded.
out of it.
You're probably loaded.
Well, there's a lot of money in it. West Virginia's become very rich off of this fracking. But if you go into their control centers, literally half of the wells are shut off. They're not even pumping.
Why?
So half the people aren't even getting... Because it's a big game. They know you're watching the TV, so you think oil is going to be going all over the place. So when they start raising the price on us, we just accept it. But we are actually energy independent. America has enough fracking oil and gas between North Dakota and the Appalachians that we don't need big oil. You see what I'm saying? Well, they own it.
Well, why wouldn't the president or somebody step in and not, the one thing that pisses off Americans more than anything is high gas prices. That affects everything. Diesel's now over $5. And, if I'm the president, I'm like, frack, baby, frack. Let's go. I want to get these prices back down in the threes.
First term, that's what he was saying. Drill, baby, drill. Remember the first term, he was saying we are going to become oil independent. And once Biden took over, Biden shut down an oil line, but that oil line wasn't even working. He shut it down so that the oil would continue to come from Canada through the rail cars of that billionaire. So once again, we could have we didn't need it back then. That's why I don't understand any of these gas prices.
Well, one of the problems
when I
was
have family members that aren't even being paid because their wells aren't even pumping right now.
Yeah, but the problem was the prices were so low it wasn't conducive to pump more. I mean, that's one of the reasons. So you'll see a lot of those pumps kick in now. You'll see that.
I can agree with.
I can't pay $5.
But I think that they use.
I got a 50-gallon tank on my grader, and I can't pay $5.
Oh, I couldn't imagine. We have modifieds. I couldn't imagine running race cars right now. My family used to have. You ought to see the modifieds in West Virginia with these fracking wells. Oh my God. There's millionaires all over West Virginia now with double toter homes going to Tyler County, West Virginia to race with $200,000 systems.
Yeah, they got $200,000 car and they're racing for $800.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the Hillbilly 100. Yeah. I mean, that's one of the biggest races we've got, and people come in with, $200,000-$300,000 rigs out of the hollers from this fracking wells.
All right, my friend. I appreciate
you guys.
Let's frack. Let me. Supposedly, I guess Macho Man said that Ashley had caught wind of Macho Man maybe asking off for the 23rd.
Well, it's his birthday on the 23rd, and he's scared since he wanted to, try to throw it under the bus. He's scared because
who tried to throw who under the bus?
Well, I mean, Macho text. I mean, we were supposed to talk to you off the air, but. Macho wanted his birthday off.
Okay, well, what day is that?
The 23rd of March. The
23rd of March. What day is that?
March 23rd, Monday.
It's a Monday.
Yes.
All right. Well, can you cover? Can he cover? Can he remote in?
No.
No, it would have to be a best of.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, because he's it's his birthday and he would be going to an event.
Oh, he's going to one of those EDM deals.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to think about that. Because I don't like best. I mean,
Yeah, of course.
But we can't get somebody he can't teach you how to do.
Well, it's just because you got to be back there and switch in and do it. There's a lot of running things that need to happen.
But could you be back there for that show?
No.
It's gonna be pretty tough.
It pretty much sucks that Macho Man has us really handcuffed in the fact that we can't do anything without him. We really cannot.
Wow.
March 23rd. Let me see here. March 23rd. That's after the Yankees game.
Yeah.
Let's talk about her privately.
Yeah.
All right.
If you love that segment, then check out BubbaArmyHQ.com and do a deep dive on past shows. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be right back.
I mean, we can't.
Yes, sir.
We can't be. We. There's no way for us to be on the air without him.
I mean, the problem is the infrastructure right now. Being back there, having someone back there switching, putting it up there, cutting everything.
Yeah, I got it. We could record a 4-hour show, right?
Yeah.
And have it run.
Yeah, you can do that too.
We could do that too.
Have it cut up for commercial breaks.
We'll figure it out.
Washington, let's get to our hidden jabbers with the very latest payment. Frank, that's right. I've just been on the phone with sources familiar with the G7 meeting this morning. That's been really the focus of attention in the oil markets today. And what these two sources tell me is that this meeting tomorrow with the energy ministers is going to be tomorrow in the morning. It's going to be a virtual meeting, not in person. And that is scheduled tomorrow morning, U.S. East Coast time. Sources also say that talks among the G7 are, quote, positive, unquote, in terms of the possibility of coordinated action in releasing reserve oil into the market. Any coordinated action on that would occur, of course, after that energy ministers meeting that is scheduled for tomorrow morning. The sources also confirmed the U.S. stance on this, which is the U.S. believes that a joint release of 300 to 400 million barrels representing 25 to 30% of the 1.2 billion total barrels in reserve would be the appropriate amount. So the U.S.
I just watch this motherfucker.
Information, technologies for a sustainable planet, so future generations can enjoy its beauty. We're getting some news out of Washington. Let's get to our hidden jabbers with the very latest payment. Frank, that's right. I've just been on among the G7 are, quote, positive, unquote, 300 to 400 million barrels representing 25 to 30% of the 1.2 billion total barrels in reserve would be the appropriate amount. So the U.S. is asking here or suggesting here that a joint release among the G7 nations from their reserves of 300 to 400 million barrels representing 25 to 30% of total reserves would be the right move here. So a little bit of guidance heading into that meeting tomorrow. I know a lot of folks were watching that G7 meeting this morning and maybe surprised that they didn't move jointly on releasing reserve oil. Well, I think the expectation is that this meeting tomorrow among the energy ministers will be the key decision point for that. We'll see what happens.
Don't look now, oil back above 80, hitting its highest level since April 30th. Best performing sector is energy, by the way, over the last week. Let's kick around a number of stocks here. We got a bunch. Chevron, EOG, Exxon, you've been adding to SLB. Is this trade waking up again?
I think so. I mean, the stock was in the low 50s for a while. It's like 44 now, and I think you're going to see more.
Investing wasn't always easy. With crypto and on trust capital,
Today's investing looks different, easier, smarter, secure. The future is already here. Open an account today. Hey, at iTrustCapital.com. We're getting some news out of...
Hey, it's Bubba the Love Sponge. If you're looking for a Volkswagen or any quality used vehicle, it's Volkswagen of Wesley Chapel. You can get financing as low as 0% APR on new VWs and as low as 1.9 APR on certified pre-owned. Over 200 new VWs in stock. Over 200 used vehicles in stock. You're looking for a specific car or truck or something they don't have? They'll find it for you. Mention Bubba Army, get an additional $1,000 off new or used. No questions asked. Ask for my boy Rolo. For more information, go to VWofWC.com. Volkswagen of Wesley Chapel.
There's nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. Trust me, I've been looking. Bubba Sponge. We're back.
You know, I took some time off for personal reasons because of the February Winter Nationals at Ocala Speedway, and you guys all stepped up and did an unbelievable job. But with you two specifically having kids, do you guys need any time off with regards to the kids' spring break?
I mean, that's next week.
I'm just saying, do you need to take a couple days off? Do you guys have plans? Are you going out of town or anything like that? I should probably have been more mindful to ask that question, and I don't have a problem with you if you need some time, if you guys do have family plans. Let me just Walker have a? I mean, I don't know.
He does. So I mean, we weren't planning on. I mean, we were kind of trying to plan something, but it was hard, obviously, knowing that we weren't going to be taking time off. So we were trying to balance what we could possibly do.
If you throw something together that you need some time off, is next week your spring break too? Or is yours 2 weeks from now?
It's the kids are next week, I think, Lemmy, right?
I believe so, yeah. I believe
thought
so.
A lot of times Hillsboro and Pinellas will stagger.
Yeah, I think because I'm thinking I got to find out what Pasco is.
One goes one, and the next go the next, because they don't want all the kids at the beach at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, trying to. So anyway, Seth, if you have any plans with Sammy and Phoebe where you guys were going out of town and you need some time off, just let me know.
All right, thank you.
No problem.
Thank you.
I think we can make the macho thing work, by the way.
Well, I think we can. I think we just take a day off.
Well, I was thinking that we can. I was thinking that we could record a show to play live.
We could do that too.
I mean, I don't think. Hopefully, nobody would have to be here for that. But at least we'd have a new show on.
We'll figure something out.
Okay.
We certainly have to have some meetings.
A man in Los Angeles was recently found dead during a bloody scene at the start of the weekend. Reportedly, the man had cut off his own genitalia at the time. Since then, police have been trying to piece together what happened. Blood could be found on the sidewalk in downtown Los Angeles. Police in Los Angeles reportedly received a call about a man harming himself in downtown Los Angeles, said to be near the LA Convention Center, around 3:40 a.m. local time. After arriving at the scene, the Los Angeles Police Department set up a white tent to help them privately study the man's body. Reportedly,
was he already dead?
Yes.
The man had been pronounced dead at the scene. Despite this, a videographer reportedly caught footage of the scene. This allegedly included pools of blood staining the sidewalk. Speaking with TMZ, authorities shared that the man had cut off his penis. He also sliced his throat and appeared to have stabbed himself with a sharp instrument. Reportedly, he also attempted to cut off his arm. That said, police have not released an official cause of death at this time. As the outlet noted, it was initially unclear what the man had used to harm himself. Officers also did not know the man's motivation. However, there had been speculation that the man was undergoing a mental health crisis.
You think so?
Maybe.
You think?
Maybe.
They also did not know if he was on drugs at the time.
I'm guessing he was.
Yeah.
According to the New York Post, a journalist at the scene also claimed that the man could be seen walking toward a 7-Eleven's convenience store before collapsing onto the ground. In KTLA's coverage of the story, the incident was said to have taken place on Saturday morning. However, other outlets described it happening on Friday night. One outlet shared that the story raised questions about public safety and security measures. A photographer.
This is L.A., right?
Yes.
And Steve, aren't you so glad that your daughter is out of that mess?
I am.
Because she went to University of Southern California, USC, which is what, near Compton?
It's right in the hood, right between the Crips and the Bloods. Her roommates were all mugged and beaten badly. One dropped out of school after that and could have been killed. And they also had a naked guy arrested in their backyard after he tried to take a dump in their front porch. And this was in the first day of school on her last year. I mean, goodbye, L.A. It's
described.
It
horrible.
Is absolutely a cesspool of humanity, and the homeless people.
They live. I mean, have you been out there, Bubba?
I've
have
seen pictures. Like, they have homeless villages.
It's everywhere, under every overpass, and they build these structures, and it's just vile. It's crazy.
Being with News Stringer Service on Scene TV, claimed that the man cut his penis off and bled to death. However, police at the time didn't elaborate on the
What's P. Diddy got to do with it?
He's freaky.
Situation. The photographer also described a large wound in the man's groin area. Blood could also be seen next to the clothing the man had been wearing. These clothes were reportedly found a short distance from where the man himself was found. At this time, the man's identity has not been...
I don't know why they're showing all this file footage of people other than the man that cut off his penis.
That's AI for you.
Reportedly, with the investigation being ongoing, the L.A. County Medical Examiner is working to determine who he was. According to a statement with Los Angeles Today, it was noted, this tragic incident highlights the need for greater mental health resources and support in community, as well as the challenges first responders face when dealing with cases of severe self-harm. The location near the L.A. Convention Center also raises questions about public safety and security measures in high-traffic areas. Have you been following this story? Make sure you come back.
No, appreciate you. Lummy, I didn't know, but they're having a big emergency meeting today about fuel prices.
Oh, good.
They're calling it the G7. 7 countries are getting together, and supposedly when America can't even get into its reserves, and I'm not trying to make this a political deal. I'm just telling you what I read, is that when gas prices under the Biden administration were just, astronomical like they are now, Joe Biden dipped into our reserves to get gas prices back, because nothing makes a president more unpopular than when you're paying $5 a gallon. Even your own party will turn on you. So supposedly Biden depleted our reserves to the point of less than 50%, and there's some type of rule where you can't go below that. So we can't even get into our own reserves due to the fact that they've already been depleted by Biden when he had his gas crisis.
Of Washington, let's get to our Eamon Jabbers with the very latest. Eamon.
Frank, that's right. I've just been on the phone with sources familiar with the G7 meeting this morning. That's been really the focus of attention in the oil markets today. And let
me, it's all about that one little area that you sent me. The what's it called? That little...
Oh, the Strait?
The Strait of Hormuz?
Yeah, Hormuz.
Or something like that. It's all because of that. It's all because of that.
These two sources tell me is that this meeting tomorrow with the energy ministers is going to be tomorrow in the morning. It's going to be a virtual meeting, not in person, and that is scheduled tomorrow morning, U.S. East Coast time. Sources also say that talks among the G7 are, quote, positive, unquote, in terms of the possibility of coordinated action in releasing reserve oil into the market. Any coordinated action on that would occur, of course.
Now, supposedly, globally, we have reserves, and that's what they're trying to get at right now.
After that energy ministers meeting that's scheduled for tomorrow morning. The source is also confirming the U.S. stance on this, which is the U.S. believes that a joint release of 300 to 400 million barrels, representing 25 to 30% of the 1.2 billion total barrels in reserve, would be the appropriate amount. So the U.S. is asking here.
Now, that is the 300 to 400 million of barrels of emergency backup oil that would be released into the market is not our oil. This is global. This is like some part of some type of global situation.
Suggesting here that a joint release among the G7 nations from their reserves of 300 to 400 million barrels, representing 25 to 30% of total reserves, would be the right move here. So a little bit of guidance heading into that meeting tomorrow. I know a lot of folks were watching that G7 meeting this morning and may be surprised that they didn't move jointly on releasing reserve oil. Well, I think the expectation is that this meeting tomorrow among the energy ministers,
which is today, by the way, this was from yesterday. So the meeting, the G7 emergency meeting of releasing nearly 300,000 to 400,000 barrels in reserve is happening as we speak.
Will be the key decision point for that, and we'll see what happens.
So as I read this article a little bit, it talks about oil prices surged above 100 a barrel at their highs as the critical Strait of Hormuz remains closed due to threats from Iran. It is unclear whether the strait may reopen I thought we had strategically made a naval blockade and ensured we had privately, and the Lords of London backed out of insuring these tankers, but I thought we had privately, as a country, said that we will insure all the tankers to get through there.
We did. They said that some ships were still scared to sail.
The closure of the strait has triggered the biggest oil supply disruption in history. So what we're witnessing right now is the biggest oil supply disruption in history. According to analysts from the consulting firm Rapid, about 20% of the world's oil consumption is exported through that narrow waterway. Unlike past shocks, there is no spare capacity to address the disruption because Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates are cut off from the global oil market due to the strait's closure. Here's what I was talking about earlier. The U.S. Strategic Petroleum Reserve is not sufficient to offset the supply bottled up in the Persian Gulf, the analyst said. The U.S. Reserve currently has 415 million barrels, about 58% of its total authorized capacity of 714 million.
Yep.
So...
And that did happen during Biden. Trump's been trying to refill it, but then this happened.
I sent you the chart where it shows how it kind of went through and where it dropped.
But this is why you use it. I mean, if we don't use it now, why have it? I mean, this is the moment you use it. And I bet he gets everyone around the country to do it.
Right here. Look, so U.S. Strategic Petroleum Reserves were responsibly at one time in 2010 had 700,000 barrels and pretty much maintained that clear till
everything over 600 is golden. Okay, and then you just see it just drop.
And then right here
in
from whenever this is, probably early 20 to 2023, it drops from 700,000, to about 350,000.
Yep.
And that's when we had that big gas boom where people were freaking out, and Biden authorized us to dip into our reserves, and we've not been able to build it back.
Well, you see how the line started going back up after that presidency ended and Trump became president. So it's on the upswing, but then we're in a war we need to use it. And it's a shame because we're half of what we should have. It's pathetic.
It's just all strategic politics, is it not?
Yep.
Jeffrey Epstein ordered a 16-year-old victim to undress and give him a massage while he was on a speakerphone with Trump, newly released files claim. Now,
bunch of hearsay nonsense. That's not proof of anything.
As little as just $30, you can upgrade your horn to something people actually hear and pay attention to.
Oh, boy.
Get yours today at hornblasters.com.
All right. So Jeffrey Epstein ordered a 16-year-old girl to give him a massage. First of all, whether this is hearsay or not, if him and Donald Trump are speaking at that point, Steve, if I was to call you up and I was getting a massage from a 16-year-old girl, you don't know that,
right?
You don't.
Yeah, I don't see announced.
I don't call. I mean, I don't face. I mean, it wasn't a FaceTime deal. It was just a speakerphone deal. And I didn't call and say, okay, Steve, hey, listen, I'm putting you on speakerphone, and this 16-year-old girl is getting ready to touch my egg-shaped wiener. No,
it's horse. You know what?
Jeffrey Epstein ordered a 16-year-old girl to give him a massage while he was on the phone with Donald Trump.
Big deal.
Moments before sexually assaulting her. An FBI newly released by the Justice Department claims in an interview with investigators, the teenage alleged victim said Epstein urged her to hurry, saying, let's go, before climbing onto the massage table as she got undressed. Epstein was speaking to Trump on speakerphone at the time, according to her account.
Yeah, but okay.
It is unclear from the interview when the call ended and how she knew it was Trump. The memo describing the interview is among 50,000 Epstein-related files released by the Justice Department last week, part of a wider disclosure of records tied to the disgraced pedophile who hanged himself while awaiting trial on 2019. The same bit of documents also include a separate allegation from an older alleged victim who claimed she gave Trump a foot massage on Epstein's plane.
Another lie.
Well, I mean, if there's a document that says that
Yeah, but there's no, he's not on any of the travel logs. You have pictures of Bill Clinton on the plane getting a massage and then in a jacuzzi with the young girl. And there's none of that with this. And they just are doing anything they can to soil his name. There's no proof of anything.
The newly released files also describe another woman who claims that she was between 13 and 15 when she bit Trump's penis.
Whoa!
As he allegedly tried to sexually assault her. Man,
well, that's what you're supposed. That's what they teach you in school is to bite the pecker.
When it comes at you and you don't want it, is to bite at it.
Ow! That's what you need to do.
The White House denies all claims, and the latest allegations in the statement to the Daily Mail. White House Press Secretary Carolyn Leavitt said these baseless accusations from decades ago are backed by zero evidence or facts. The baselessness of them is corroborated by the fact that Joe Biden's Department of Justice had these documents and did nothing with them because they know the truth. President Trump did nothing wrong. Didn't Bill Clinton, while his testimony, didn't he kind of take care of Trump a little bit when he said, oh, hey, I don't think that Donald was involved in any of that. I never saw any of that.
Yep.
According to the FBI interview, the 16-year-old told investigators that she was a junior in high school in 2004 when she met a girl who recruited her to visit Epstein at his New York townhome. Her first two visits were uneventful, but the third took a dark turn. The victim recalled walking down a hallway. To the right was the massage room with a bathroom. The victim remembered a bathroom with dark marble and bright lighting with the toilet in its own section. Epstein came into the room and was like, let's go, let's go. Epstein got on the massage table and was on speakerphone with Donald Trump. The victim started getting undressed and started massaging him. The victim started massaging Epstein's feet and pointed to his back. The memo does not clarify how long Trump, who has strongly denied any wrongdoing with Epstein, was reportedly on the phone with Epstein, or if he was aware of what was going on. The memo continues. Epstein grabbed her hand and it escalated to the point where Epstein pulled her on top of him. Afterwards, Epstein gave her $300. Epstein gave money to whoever, redacted name, in front of redacted name. Redacted name received $300 and redacted name received $300. So two girls got $300. According to the memo, the girl told the FBI that she went to Epstein's house multiple times until she was 19. What, do they time out at 19?
For him, yeah.
Time out. Seth, I'm seeing this chick. She's way too old, 19. You want to go out with her?
Oh, disgusting.
According to the interviews with the second woman, state that she was 29 at the time. Well, she's lying. 29, that's like grandma. when she began working for Epstein as a masseuse around 1993. She told authorities she traveled with him for 6 years, including going to his private. Now, this is a girl you need to talk to. If she was his private masseuse for 6 years and including going a traveling masseuse, that's the one you want to talk to. She began working for Epstein as a masseuse around 93. She told authorities that she traveled with him for 6 years, including going to his private island in the Caribbean. The document states, and massaged his girlfriends as well. The document states that she massaged Trump's feet on the plane from Palm Beach to New York. Now, I don't know, and I'm not trying to stick up for Trump, but I don't know that they've ever put him on Epstein's plane. I don't know that he's ever been put on the plane. I know that Clinton was, and other people have been, but I've never seen.
Well, the person that said she bit Donald Trump's penis has claimed that there was parties at Mar-a-Lago where Donald Trump and Epstein would auction off kids. Trump would measure their private areas with his fingers, and Donald Trump's kids were also at the party watching when they were younger.
Now, who's reporting this?
That's the person that said they bit
one person
35 years ago.
35 years ago. Flight logs from Epstein's plane, dubbed the Leota Express, shows that Trump, as well as his son Eric, flew. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I guess they do have records of it. Flew on the flight dated August 13th from Palm Beach to Teterboro. Well, that's not going to the island. Epstein and his madame, Jezeline Maxwell, were on board. It's unclear if the flight, if this is the flight that the second woman is referring to. You know what? It's all. I wish the president would stop being worried about it and just let it out, let everything out. Because I don't think he did anything inappropriate. Flying on the plane's not inappropriate. I mean,
I agree with that.
Realistically, even if he did get his feet touched, is that inappropriate? I mean, I'm just saying. I'm not trying
by a 17-year-old.
Oh, yeah. Is that what she was?
Supposedly at the time, yeah.
But again, these allegations, if they were credible, they would have followed up with it. If a crime was committed, they would have pursued it. There's no there. You got to have proof besides somebody saying something happened.
The summaries reveal the woman alleged Trump got her alone in a room before telling her, "Let me teach you how little girls are supposed to be." She claimed Trump then unzipped his trousers and pushed her head down. And Seth, she did exactly what you teach your young daughter to do. And in that situation, she bit it. She actually bit the shiz out of it. She says, "I was so disgusted that I bit the shiz out of it." The notes add that Trump then allegedly lashed out and struck her, saying, "Get this little bitch out of here." If this is very salacious. This is very, very, very salacious. And if this was a thing, why wasn't this be a bigger thing? According to the interview summaries, which are known as FBI 302 reports, the woman alleged that Trump attempted to force her to perform oral sex on him during that meeting. Now, is this all just now coming out? Or has this been?
This was in the files, and again, why didn't Biden release all the files? I mean, it's just so absurd.
Well, I think that it was in the files, but the FBI didn't seem her credible at the time.
Of course, that's why they didn't pursue it.
Plus, he was probably, running interference for Clinton too, and as to why Biden wasn't as aggressive.
Of course, because Clinton's really dirty in these files. That's some nasty stuff. What is he doing in a jacuzzi with one of these girls? What is he doing getting massages? He was on the plane a bazillion times. He's been to that island. It's a joke. Man, he was up to no good, that one.
Prison guard overseeing Jeffrey Epstein the night he was found dead was overheard talking about covering up the pedophile tycoon's death in New York City. The inmate awoke on the morning of Epstein's death on August 10th to a loud commotion in the special housing unit where Epstein was jailed. A 5-page handwritten FBI report of the interview with the inmate reads, breathe, echoed down the hall. Let me, again, Matt Heller, look.
Well, yeah, when you click on it, you'll get it each time.
On your vehicle, right out of the box. Trust the originators. We've been doing it for almost 25 years. Get your Horn Blaster's horn today.
There you go. And breathe, echoed down the halls of the Metropolitan Correction Center as as officers attempted to resuscitate the hanged child predator at 6:30. Then he said he heard one officer say, dudes, you killed that dude. Before I read any further, what's everybody's opinion on this? It's my opinion that I think he did kill himself, and I think he did it through people not doing their job and supervising him. He was supposed to be under 24/7 care. He was supposed to be checked every 15 minutes physically. He was supposed to be monitored on a video monitor 24/7. And didn't the woman say she was taking a nap and she woke up to all the commotion?
Yeah.
A woman's voice then snapped, if he's dead, we're going to have to cover it up, and we're going to have to have an alibi. My officers, the FBI released that Epstein file said. If he's dead, we're going to have to cover it up, and he's going to have an alibi.
So, man, they were prepared to kill him, I guess. This is, very well thought out on their part.
The inmate identified the female voice as Tova Noel, 37, one of the two prison guards fired for falsifying records that they had made their rounds of the cells that night when they had not. She had actually taken a nap. Noel and Michael Thomas were charged for this, but later the charges were dropped. Why would they drop the charges? This is a direct dereliction of duty. It's probably illegal. If you're a prison security, if you are a jail detention deputy, I don't think that you have been assigned one of the most high-profile people in your entire facility that's under 24/7 surveillance, and you're not doing your rounds, and instead you're pencil whipping that you did your rounds, and you fall asleep while watching the monitor, and he kills himself. Why are those charges dropped?
Exactly.
It was later discovered that Epstein had died. Inmates rumored that Miss Noel killed him. This woman right here. This is the room of which Jeffrey hung himself. Didn't he hang himself, Lummy, like from this area up here somewhere?
Yeah, and bent
crazy.
over.
The inmate's account has not been confirmed, but fueled fresh questions on the nature of Epstein's death in prison. The disgraced financier's official cause of death was suicide. According to the medical examiner, however, forensic pathologists hired by Epstein's estate said that the injuries of his body were not akin to strangulation and then suicide hanging when he attended the autopsy. Toval Noel, the woman, had previously questioned raised about her connection with Epstein's death when it was discovered that a strange $5,000 cash bank deposits were made into her account July 30th, 10 days before she was... Oh, I didn't know that. Did you guys?
I didn't either. No, that's news to me.
$5,000 cash bank deposits were made into her account 10 days before Epstein's death. There were 11 other similar deposits dating from December 18th, totaling $11,800. However, the bank records also reveal that she was making payments on a brand new Range Rover.
Oh.
Coincidence.
She was not asked about the... Here's the biggest injustice of all. She was not asked about any of the cash in her interview with the DOJ. It was found that she had been Googling Epstein just minutes before he was found dead. About 40 minutes before Epstein was discovered, Noel was revealed to have searched latest on latest on Epstein in jail. According to documents released on Thursday by the Department of Justice, reported by the New York Post. The entries at 542 and 552 were included in the searches in two other inmates held in prison, as well as a search as law enforcement discount, blah, 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 blah. So they pencil whipped all of these because I guess this is from the FBI, right?
Yeah.
User searches, again, you guys can look at all this. I think she was in on it.
Yeah, it sounds like
I think she was in on it.
If nothing else, letting him do it,
I mean, if he's alive, doesn't he cause far more problems for a lot of people than if he's dead? If he's alive, I mean, it's hard telling what he's going to say, and you don't know necessarily to be truthful, but it's going to be salacious, right?
Yeah.
Big time.
But a dead man can't talk.
But I'm thinking if he started saying like Trump and Clinton, and he started naming names, would people believe him?
I think there would be.
He's a child
people
molester.
will believe anything. There would be a polarization where one side believed one thing and one side believed the next. You know what I'm saying?
Well, here's the thing with Epstein. If he were alive and he had evidence, because Seth, one of the things they said about him was he videoed everything.
Right.
And so, he knows where the bones are buried. He could have been very devastating for some of these people right now with evidence.
But, he would probably, there might be some evidence they never found.
Yeah. I know this is like, I know that it's kind of been like, was he murdered or did he commit suicide? What about they just, what if they let him kill himself?
They did.
That's what I think happened.
Like where they knew, I don't know, something whether they got paid or whatever. He's like, I can't do this anymore. So go ahead and do whatever you got to do, but I got to check out. So
just look away.
Now, Stephen, does the government come to him and cut deals with him based on his potential testimony?
Yes.
Meaning like, he is at that point the hottest commodity that can flip-flop either way and destroy either person, if not both.
And I suspect that his girlfriend, who's still in prison, will make some sort of deal. She's not going to do her full term.
Oh man, I hope she never gets out, man. She's the worst. She's the worst person of them all.
Well, yeah, she was the one recruiting them all.
She already cut a deal.
Got in a better prison
to live in a a halfway house.
Yes.
Like the that's where that Irie Theranos, the girl that did it's
Right.
a very minimum. Like
That's
I don't
right.
even know that there's really
It's a camp.
Yeah, it's a camp.
It's nothing way different from the prison, the hardened prison she was in before.
So think about this. Epstein, at this point, if he was alive, he would cut, and it would matter what administration could cut the deal. At this point, it would be Trump. He would cut the best deal he could with Trump's DOJ to testify against the other ones, to tell them what they all wanted to hear, right?
Big time.
Just like Jezeline tried to, but she doesn't have the whip that he does. I don't know, man. I don't know that we'll ever find the truth out, because I don't even know if he was alive, he would be telling the truth. I think he would be telling anybody what they wanted to hear to get a lesser sentence.
No credibility.
And flip on everybody.
Yep. But if he had videos, Bubba, photographs, look what happened to Prince Andrew with just a couple pictures.
Just a couple pictures.
And he's toast.
And he was just like, he just had his shirt off.
Well, more and more stuff came. Andrew was at first there was a couple pictures, but then there was things where he was on the floor with like kids. There was
right. No. And now it's also he's giving information to Epstein as an investor. I'm not excusing Andrew, but I'm just saying what really took him down was a picture.
Oh yeah, no. Andrew was the horniest out of all of them because he was the sloppiest. He definitely there's the most proof about Andrew. I'd say as far as pictures go.
He had the witness, Virginia.
But this scandal took a lot of people down. Meaning, like for instance, the people that own Cox Communications, Apollo Global Management, founded by Leon Black. He's the founding member of this huge global management.
There's definitely heads
and
rolling.
He had to step down as the CEO because he had made major investments with Epstein or had you can look at it, Leon. Leon Black, the founder of Apollo Global Management, the people that own Cox Communications. He had to step down from his own company because of his dealings with Epstein.
I saw that. And then the guy over in England, I think he's an ambassador to the U.S. Now the prime minister may go down because of this mess.
Yeah.
Big heads are rolling.
And so imagine if he's alive, how much more of a mess this is.
Right.
Now it's a mess, but you don't have the final nail in any coffin because you don't got him. So it's a lot of it speculative. And it goes on the witnesses who are at this point, they could be bought and paid for as well. But if you got the source and the source says, I know you guys found X, Y, and Z videos, but I got a few more that you don't know about.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of deal you got to cut me?
Yeah, supposedly he had every room taped up.
That's right.
Yeah. So, yeah, they had to kill him. He was killed or allowed to kill himself.
100%.
Period.
If you want 24/7 on-demand Bubba and the crew, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com.
Right now.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
Started, so yeah, I didn't get him in my text either.
Yeah, I sent you to Lummy BTLS.
Yeah.
It says sent. At 5:44 this morning.
That's fucking weird. Yeah, nothing's in my email.
Lummy BTLS. Do you still use that one?
Yeah, LummyBTLS@gmail.com.
Let me show you. Stay right there. Stay right there. Look.
Yeah, I don't know why that. Wow. It's in my spam.
Yeah, well, I got it now. I can do it.
Traffic cameras out of your car, kicking vehicles in the middle of traffic. Okay, let me see your driver's license.
I have a mental health issue, sir, and you're going to make it a lot worse. I swear to God.
You're showing up on.
This is Dan when he talks to Steve and he's in trouble. So, Lummy, you will see that I responsibly sent it to you, lover.
Yeah, it's because it looks like it came from a different email. Well, now I unspammed it.
Nation has.
Hello, everybody on YouTube. Thank you. Don't forget, Clement Kush will be on Twitch as well today, along with YouTube subscription and Bubba Army HQ. It will not be available on Twitch after the show's over. It immediately disappears and goes over to this.
If you want to send it to my email, LummyBTLS@gmail.com. Yeah, because then that. Yeah, it looks like it hasn't come in yet. Sometimes it get hung up when I go to the website.
The Packers signed a cornerback.
Oh, Johnny Fuckface?
Nobody I've ever heard of. 2 years, $10 million.
Remember, I said they were looking for cornerbacks.
Yeah. Sounds like a special teams deal.
They picked him up off the Arena Football League.
If the corner's getting $5 million a year, he's playing special teams.
Yeah.
It's all right. Those key depth pieces are what gets you to the championship.
That's true.
If you're rolling around with like a badass truck and you want to be different, get some attention, one-stop shopping, my friends, Horn Blasters. Hell, I got one here in the studio. Go to hornblasters.com. I'm talking train horn kits, air horn kits, spare tire delete kits, 24-volt train horn and air horn kits, marine horns, electric horns, public address units, anything you need, installation brackets, onboard air systems. You need it, they got it. They're the best in the business. They're the originals. More information, hornblasters.com.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show, listener supported via PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App. All at the Bubba Army now returns.
So Clement Cush today, 10:20. Let's call it 10:20. And Cush said he had some really.
Yeah, we already get. It was
You blew the wad on that one.
Yeah, it was the wad.
By the way, I'm sorry. I didn't want to. I know how you were very concerned about you taking time off, so you had it covered. So that's why I was hesitant to ask about that.
If do you truly need? Do you want that day off?
No, I mean if it sounds like it's going to be a bunch of.
No, it's not going to be nothing. We'll just take a day off. It's not a big deal.
I would appreciate it, but I don't want to cause a problem.
Well, you're not going to cause a problem. I'll make a ruling later today. I think you'll like it. It's pretty much.
That Horn Blasters commercial cracks me up, by the way.
By the way, the Horn Blaster commercial kicks ass. I can listen to it again, as a matter of fact.
Are you excited that the Packers signed a practice squad player?
No, I'm not. Please. You know what? I saw this story and I was like, man, this is stuff that we used to do in high school. We would go out and toilet paper, like teachers' houses, or take a bar of soap and soap their windows, or take a real hard feed corn, and when they were driving by, be in the bushes and then throw corn against their car, which sounds like literally machine guns, blow.
I mean, that made sense in the 1800s in the black and white days, but right now we got the internet. Why are we still doing pranks like this to teachers?
But here's the deal, so I saw what happened here, and I saw these kids who just looked like to be like regular kind of mischievous, good kids, not like on drugs or, got guns or anything like that. And they just go out and just pull a prank that I've pulled, a lot growing up in Warsaw, Indiana, where you get toilet paper, whoever you don't like or whoever you're trying to screw with, you toilet paper their trees, and then it makes a hell of a mess. And then when it rains, it's just.
Well, are you trying to give these kids a pass here?
No, I'm not trying to give them a pass. But
you're saying it could have been you.
It could have been me. Because of this isn't really that big of a deal. It's a prank that I've pulled, and I feel for these kids. Their lives are going to be changed for the rest of their life because the teacher
screw the kids, man. There's kids that aren't going to have a dad anymore.
I know.
This morning, a Gainesville, Georgia community is mourning the tragic death of a beloved teacher after a high school prank gone wrong.
And it's really not that big a deal.
Police say 5 teenagers went to Jason Hughes' house around 11:30 Friday night to throw toilet paper at his trees. According to the sheriff's office, when Hughes...
Steve, admit it. You and your brothers, your brothers probably TP'd people before.
100%. It was fun back in high school. That was great.
But you never thought the teacher would go out, pie face himself on the concrete, and be dead.
Well, yeah, when you run him over, that might help.
A teacher in North Hall High School came outside. The students, all 18 years old, tried to flee in 2 vehicles. Authorities say Hughes tripped and fell into the roadway, and one of the drivers, Jaden Wallace, ran him over. Police say Wallace and his friends, seen here in mugshots obtained by ABC affiliate WSB, tried to...
See, we were always on foot.
That's right.
We never had a car parked right outside the teacher's house. We were always on foot, so we'd throw it, then we would go and run course, I'd be last, and try to hide into the bushes or something like that, But we never were in vehicles.
Render aid to the teacher, but the 40-year-old later died at the hospital.
He was a great guy, God-fearing man. He would do anything. He'd take the shirt off his back and give it to you.
Wallace is now charged with first-degree vehicular homicide and reckless driving.
I mean, this kid's life, again, he's looking at 15 years behind bars.
He'll be out when he's 33. 15 years behind bars. Police have charged all 5 teenagers with criminal trespassing and littering on private property.
I mean, Steve, that's not near the charge that Jaden's getting, right? I mean, criminal trespassing and littering, what is that, a misdemeanor?
That the family wants,
maybe
to make really clear is that they knew these kids, that they loved them, and these kids loved the Hugheses. This was not a malicious act.
The Hughes family telling our team, Jason knew these students were coming to his house and was excited to catch them during the prank. His family says this was a tragic accident and they fully support dropping the criminal charges against all the teenagers.
Hold on. Let me hear this again. The family is saying that.
All right.
Hold on.
Coming to his house and was excited to catch them during the prank. His family says this was a tragic accident.
So realistically, man, his family does know that he was kind of in on the deal.
Well, it looks like it's a prank war that they do every week between junior and seniors and teachers.
I know. So what I'm saying is he knew about it.
Yeah.
Or the family wouldn't have this position.
And they fully support dropping the criminal charges against all the teenagers.
So Steve, what happens prosecutorly? The state attorney, they want to go for they want to go for the 15 years behind bars, but the family doesn't want to cooperate, and the family's like, listen, we don't want these kids charged. What happens at that point?
Well, like just think of all the times where there's domestic violence. And then the wife or girlfriend says, I don't want to put them in jail. I don't want to press charges. They drop it because you need the witnesses. If you don't have people saying that they're victims, then there is no victim.
But maybe to the contrary, where not only are they not saying they're victim, but the family says, hey, listen, we knew about this.
Right.
Like we knew about this and the deceased knew about it and was excited to try to catch these kids.
Right. I love the family for stepping up and doing the right thing. This prosecutor should be voted out. It's just I mean, obviously an accident. Like they meant to run over the guy. It's so ridiculous. Horrible accident.
And the victim's wife.
What's up, Shorty? Damn. Lummy, I'm on my African-American bucket list.
What?
If Laura is also a teacher at the same high school, in a statement to ABC News.
Damn.
The family says,
Shazam.
His wife's a teacher? Is that who they...
Yeah, his wife is a teacher.
Oh, man.
And the victim's wife, Laura, is also a teacher at the same high school. In a statement to ABC News...
All right, let's see. This is going to be everything. What Laura says, wife of the deceased, teacher at the school, what she says should be locked in as the gospel.
The family says, quote, we are thankful for the outpouring of prayers and support as we grieve the loss of Jason. We ask that you continue to pray for our family and also for the students involved in the accident along with their families. Please join us in extending grace and mercy to them as Christ has done for us.
So basically that's the wife and the widow saying,
forgive him. It was an accident.
Well, she later she made a quote, or she quoted in a statement, fully supports getting the charges dropped for all they involved. This would be counter to Jason's lifelong dedication of investing in the lives of these children.
I'm just let him out.
Let him out.
Yep, I love it.
I saw this and I thought of the first thing that came to mind is Seth at Disney World. I know that it's probably way over the top, and I don't want you to be offended, Seth, but I feel as if Disney...
Hey, listen, anytime a libtard is being brought up here, I can see why I would be brought into the equation.
I was not using that as only the way the guy was flipping out, and you just most recently yesterday said that, Disney damn near destroyed your life and your wife and your marriage. And I was just thinking that, this guy's triggered and Disney triggered you.
Well, hold on. Lummy also I was piggybacking off of Lummy saying that the Strawberry Festival was a horrid experience.
That's
for
right.
him.
Yeah, well, I mean, this could be either you at Disney or Seth at the Strawberry Festival.
right,
We'll
Seth
play
there.
it next.
Want to listen to the show on demand and on the go? Enlist today at BubbaArmyHQ.com. Sign up and start listening. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
Thank you, 843 operator. 10 months. Good bone ripper, Bob. I'll go visit with you. You and I should go together.
If somebody wants to fund it, dude.
Just you and I.
All right,
No kids.
that'd be fun. You're romantic. Motherfuckers are going viral for telling Jack Hughes to get his teeth fixed. Don't they know these hockey players get their teeth fixed at the end of the season?
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
But during the season, you might as well just scraggle it up because, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you might, the next night, catch another one.
Yeah, there's no point. I mean, if their shit gets really fucked up, they'll obviously do, they'll fix you up. But just missing teeth, they normally wait until the end of the year. I mean, but having fewer teeth really seems like it's a good problem to have. Less brushing, less chewing. Maximum airflow through the mouth helps you breathe
Maximum airflow through the mouth.
Helps you breathe. I mean, breathing easy's good. I got one of those air purifiers now in my room for fucking allergy season.
Oh, and in your room?
Oh, yeah.
So you're sleeping with that?
Oh, God, yeah. I thought you had to be wealthy to have an air purifier.
I got something to show you too. After the show's over. Kayfabe.
Who's two?
You and him. You and Lummy.
Me and him.
You guys can tell me what you think your thoughts of it is.
Got thoughts. Man, what a great fucking Thunder game last night.
Didn't they get beat 8-7 or something?
What? I'm talking basketball.
Oh, I was talking about Lightning. Lummy, they're Lightning are kind of choking.
Yeah, they're in second place, third in the division.
I think they've lost
5 in a row. They've lost, well, not 5 in a row, but Buffalo's won 7 in a row. They're hulking up. Lightning are 5-5 in the last 10.
Hi, everybody. Clem Kush, 10:25, 10:20. It'll be live on Twitch for free if you want to flip over there, or it'll be on, of course, YouTube and Bubba Army HQ standard. And it will live on both of those in case you want to go back and look at it. It will not be available on Twitch after it runs. It gets taken down.
Hello, Sicilian Redneck. Nick the Gun Guy, Dirt Merchant, Radio 2026. Bubba Army for Life. By the Way, Big Lunger, Snizook, Slayer, Steve Diaco, Killed It, Big
E, 25.
$25. Thank you.
That's cool. Thanks, guys. This was a fun day.
Texting those people now.
Splintered memories looming up out of the time fog.
Lost somewhere between fiction and reality.
Madness. It made no sense at all.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
So before I say goodbye to you, I'm going to play this. I want to make sure that I explain to Seth that I do no way, shape, or form think that he's a libtard or a liberal.
Dude, it's all good, man. You got to embrace it.
I just saw it, and it was right after the show yesterday where you had talked about Disney triggered you, and you had warned families that if you're not a solid family unit, that Disney can tear you right apart.
That's right.
And it also came on Lummy saying that he had got his ass reamed by his wife because it was his idea to go to the Strawberry Festival, and that's human trash at its finest.
Yeah.
And so I just happened to see this, and it was just more of a dude flipping out. I didn't read anything to do with this or that. I just watched the video, and I found it. How can somebody be this mad and this, like,
oh, I can't wait to see it.
This high strung. And with a police officer, don't you realize that you control your own destiny? Police officers are used to dealing with dicks like this, but if you're just kind and you do what they say, and that's it. Do you know I pulled you over? Yes, sir, I do. I was speeding. I'm not even going to give you any stupid excuses. I wasn't paying any attention. I'm so sorry. My license and registration's in my glove box. May I reach and get it, please? Sure, no problem. Boom. All right. I'll be back in a minute. Guy checks you out. You're not there being a dick or nothing.
You showing up on 2 different traffic cameras, out of your car, kicking vehicles, in the middle of traffic.
Mental health issue, sir.
Okay, let me see your driver's license.
I have a mental health issue, sir, and you're going to make it a lot worse.
This guy's so mean and so mad.
Swear to God. Oh my God, really? Are you going to do this, sir?
Get out of the car.
I got my license right here.
Let me see it.
Okay. You just don't care about humans. That's the problem.
You don't care about humans.
This is awesome.
You don't
Here we go.
care about me, sir. He honked at me 5 times.
So the reason why he got out of the car initially and kicked the car in front of him, behind him 5 times is because I guess this guy here wasn't moving from the intersection quick enough, and the guy hit the horn. That's what we all do. And it pissed this guy off. He got out of the car and started kicking the guy's car. The cop observed it, and that's where we are now.
Okay.
Because guess what? In his nice pickup truck, and he's just annoyed that I didn't go right away. There was no reason he needed to honk, and I'm flipping out right now trying to just get home. That's all.
Okay.
I'm home now. And I'm going to take my medicine that I just picked up.
Uh-oh.
Are you going to listen to me or not?
Yes.
I mean, but you know what? Here's the thing.
You got to take that medicine in the car, man. I've been there.
You got to actually take it at the
right where they give it to you public stripe. You take it right there in front of them.
Exactly. have a bottle of water ready to go at all times. I mean, but there are really people like this out there.
You're lucky you didn't get shot today. You understand that Oklahoma is a constitutional carry state? Yes.
Someone's going to shoot me in Edmonton.
Have you not watched the news? Have you not seen how many stabbings and shootings we've had lately?
Wow.
So, explain to me where this all started.
I can't.
How come? So, I'm just having a hard time understanding how,
Oh, good.
when somebody honks at you, that you jump out of the
It's
car.
called explosive disorder. And I
It's called explosive disorder.
can't help it.
Okay, should you be driving a car then if you can't?
Why do you think I'm here? Trying to go inside.
Get out and put your hands behind your back.
No.
Yes.
No. You're not doing this, officer.
I feel like this is a Steve and Dan exchange on some instances.
Oh my God.
Get out, put your hands behind your back.
Are you kidding me, sir? You can't do this.
I don't trust your behavior right now. Get out and put your
going
hands behind.
inside.
No, you're not.
Help me! Help me! My roommate's here.
450. Can you start me another unit?
Look.
Put your hands. Turn around. Put your hands
No,
behind
I
your
have
back.
nothing on
Turn
me.
around. Put your hands behind your back.
Turn around and put your hands behind your back.
Put your hands behind your back.
Piece of
Put
shit.
your hands behind your back.
I'm not doing anything.
Get your hands behind
Oh my God!
Now he's grabbing the cop. He's got the cop. He's got the cop radio. He's got the cop radio.
This is.
Put your hands behind your back. Get on belly.
What is wrong with you?
Put your hands behind your You're going to jail for assault on a police officer.
I'm cooperating. Oh my God.
Oh, tase out.
Stop moving or I'm going to tase you. You understand?
Yes.
Don't tase me, bro. What a clown.
You guys, I'm home.
I don't care.
I'm home, and you guys are doing this to me, and I have a mental problem, and you guys are...
Dude, you cannot. That's why people think mental health is a joke.
This what gives mental health a bad name.
Because
really?
this guy's just being a clown, and it's all of a sudden he's
all
blaming.
Of a sudden he puts it under the umbrella of mental health, and there's really people that have mental health issues that don't act this
just
way.
like Kanye made $2 million selling swastika shirts, and now he's saying that he was having mental health issues.
Oh, now come the tears.
My doctor's office.
You just punched me in the face. What do you think is wrong with that? Yeah, you did.
No, I tried to grab your... I wasn't hitting you.
Oh boy, is that real? Is that 100?
Yeah, no, it's real.
That's amazing.
I did check it out. It's real.
Man, I was gonna say that's some good acting.
I found a few more to play, and I know that you maybe have some things. Clem Cush, we'll call it 1020, 1025. Steve, great job today. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you so much for having me.
Appreciate everybody hitting the 140,000 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you so much. Clem and Cush will be live for free on our Twitch channel, which is at the Bubba Army. Or if you're a subscriber to our YouTube channel, you can watch it there, or BubbaArmyHQ.com, both of which will be archived for you to listen later on down the line at your leisure, but it will be erased from Twitch immediately. See you in about 25 minutes. Have a good day.
Thanks for letting me finish.
You've been listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show, starring
me, Bubba the Love Sponge,
co-host and show historian Lummit.
It's Seth, co-host and president of podcasting.
It's Brian Matroni, king of counter programming. Gene Lasker, voice of the people. Glad you get to hear me.
Gary Cantrell, video editor. Yeah, back here wiring up. It's Mini Macho.
The BRN agent, Thomas Buttoned Up B.
Co-host, Dr. Dan Diaco, Esquire of Council. Co-host, J. Diaco, Esquire, the Spitting Cobra of Council.
Now, time for the legal disclaimer.
Exactly.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this show without express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
We must dissuade him of this delusion.
Until next time, always remember.
I'll repeat hello.